something I could do. I could be running around chasing you. Cause I got better things to do. Chasing somebody who loves me too. Loves me too, too. Loves me too, too. Loves me too, loves me too.
Let me feel your love again. Cause I've been running round in circles, screaming out your name. Take me to a different place. Just the two of us and we can stay up all night. Kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do. Staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. All that time away from you, I didn't think I'd make it without you by my side. Let me feel your love again. Just the two of us and we could stay up all night. Kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do. Staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. Be with you. Be with you. Be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. Be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you.
It's ridiculous. For some reason, the mics didn't go live then.
Oh. Well, no one can hear me complaining then.
No, that's all right.
There's 3 people watching.
For some reason,
Yes.
the mics didn't.
I
There we
know
go.
one of them. Well, no one can hear me complaining then.
No, that's all right.
Going on.
I burped. Yes.
There we
I
go.
know one of them.
Right, we're live. That worked.
That worked, yes.
So hang on. Mr. Eatley has seemed to do what they used to do in the 90s with product placement in certain films, and he's just pre-stream brought over a light and placed it there in front of him. Tell us about the light, Jeff, before your pussy gives you a bit of anal action. Oh, there she goes, look. Hey, Daddy, touch my pencil sharpener.
Oh, God, could you not?
Okay, so I'm sorry. I was trying to get my my little AirPods to work.
He didn't hear you. In other words, move on. He isn't paying attention.
I am paying
No,
attention.
I'm sorry. I was trying to get. He said something about the light, but I didn't hear all of it.
I said pre-stream. Wish he'd pay attention. Do you know what? Just
I'm sorry. I was trying to get this damn thing to work so I could hear you guys.
pre-stream. You seem to like product place the light just in a.
Yes, I
It
did.
came from nowhere and then just appeared, and I thought it was you were going to tell us about this light.
There you go. It disappeared again.
I thought you were going to talk about it. I thought you were going to tell us about it.
No, that's the three. That's the 3 newer lights that they sent me to review.
Are they any good, or have we got to wait till the video?
No, they're
They
freaking
changed-
fantastic. Actually, they changed colors. They're 6,000 all the way to the 3,000 Kelvin. The power's pretty good on them. With the Sony camera, it's no problem at all. Even with the cell phone, it looks pretty good. And they're tiny.
I've
So,
actually been looking
I
into
like.
those this last week.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was looking in a kit, and I was looking at $400, $500, $600, and these guys
That's
come in
fine.
at $250 for
Yeah.
3 of them.
Lights are just ridiculously expensive, and I don't know why, because they're only LED.
It's because they can charge up the nose, and they expect people not to know that they can buy them cheap, so they just they charge $300 when they're only worth like $80.
If that, because when you
But
need
I think they're worth $75.
what each.
Yeah, each.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
$250 is about right.
Back in a sec. Can you carry on talking? I need to do something.
All right. But yeah, I mean, if I'm looking at it, a small LED panel like this, $100 would be about the max I would be willing to pay.
Yeah. Well, Elgato, they've got their own sort of ones of those, and they're like $300 or 200 and something or other, and I'm like, yeah, nah,
Well, Westcott, you've ever heard of Westcott?
nope.
It's a big photography company, and they're like that. They have these small LED panels, and they're like $329 a piece.
Yeah. So that I've been seeing like the newer ones are the ones that because I think it was Sean Cannell he was talking about those. I'm like, oh, I should get some of those because the ones that Nick Nimmin uses, I was looking at those, and I'm like, those things are like $600. Like, why do you need to spend that much money on LEDs?
I don't get it, because they're coming out with these, and then there's another company up here called Cowboy Studios, and they make photography constant lights, and you can get some that are twice the size of this for like $125 a piece. They're huge, and I think that's a great deal. I mean, I think in that range.
Modern
But,
day
I mean,
tech.
Ting,
There's the man.
Modern day tech. Ting.
That range.
I don't know if you can hear us.
I haven't heard that in a while.
He comes in like me, and he doesn't have anything right yet. He's not ready.
What the fuck is that?
Ooh,
You got a
a
booger
lot
on your
of
finger?
potty language. That's what that is.
I know this dude's over here cursing about his booger.
I'm not
finger.
ready.
I wasn't either when I joined. I got yelled at already, so you're gonna get yelled at now.
Who's got the audio on? But it's Eric. It's Eric, isn't it? It's always Eric.
I wasn't either when I joined.
I got a lot of back feed.
Who's got the audio on? But it's Eric.
Oh my
That's-
god, yeah, your
It's
audio.
because you're watching it on
20
YouTube at the
seconds
moment.
behind. Turn your YouTube off. That's
No.
what I used to do all the time.
It's muted on YouTube, so it's not me.
No, it's he's playing the YouTube stream while he's on the stream.
So it's like a 30-second delay.
Do you know who I'm going to invite?
I don't know. The Pope.
No,
No.
not today.
Just randomly pick somebody. Micro.
What was I going to say then? Me and Christine actually picked up some lights this week. Spotlights. You know, like handheld.
Do you have it?
No, mine's in the van.
I'll go get mine. This thing is friggin' awesome.
So
Oh my God, Neil.
Yeah.
Some Chinese company sent me this like thing. Please, they saw one of the other reviews I did, and they sent me this crap. But it was this giant flashlight, like high beam. Oh my God, I should have got it.
Mate, I've got a real bad man crush on flashlights.
Next time somebody tries to send me one, I'm gonna have them send them to you.
What kind of flashlight?
Me dad is the same, and me dad's motto is, "You can never have enough torches." I've literally got Elliot. Look at this thing that we bought. That Christina's gonna put it on now. It makes the greatest studio light ever. Look at that.
Jeez. Wait, let me see it.
It's like $13.
Nice. Is it metal or is
Yeah.
it plastic?
Metal.
And it takes one.
I got one for Christmas 2 years ago, but it was like $69.
It takes one of them batteries.
This was $14. And it's
Okay, yeah, we
returnable.
paid like $39 for ours.
This thing is the bomb diggity bomb.
I mean, you actually wouldn't think that you had no light on in your room there when you had it to the side, because it just lit up the whole thing.
It was because it was reflecting off this white back, like I have a white cabinet
She's
here.
bounce walling. Yeah, she's bounce lighting herself, which is probably better than direct lights.
Are we just showing each other our flashlights?
Aren't you impressed with my light?
I'd show you mine.
Hold
but,
on.
You know.
This is like, it lights up the whole friggin' room. This
There we
is
go. Look at that.
insanity.
Yeah, it's rare for $14.
Guys. I'm gonna go color
My lighting
changing here.
system's crap.
Here we go.
I'm
Yeah,
so
my color's gonna change.
Oh wait, there's my light.
How's Enrico?
Enrico is good. Busy, but good.
How was SEX or CEX?
SEX is awesome all the time. No matter if it's this or that.
What the hell was that, Beanie?
Beanie's got his lightsaber.
I got it from IKEA.
Do you know what?
Oh my God.
Talking about IKEA, and just before Eric tells us all about CEX, I was watching a van build. It was yesterday. No, it wasn't a van build. It's a complete and utter lie. It was a video I sent to, it was a guy who's built a tiny home, because I sent it to Christina. And he's built
van.
all the inside of this tiny home out of IKEA parts. And
Awesome.
honest to God, it's
That's pretty cool.
amazing. What's that?
Does
He's
he
got
have a YouTube channel?
no. It was just on like a documentary thing, but his bath is in
He's
the floor.
missing a chance to have 1 million subscribers.
Mate, I don't think he's. I think he's one of them guys. Because I was talking to Christina about him. I said, you just know he lives in this like a little tiny box, but he's got like 3 layers. And in this house, it's tiny. But his bath, his bath is in the floor. He actually dug into the floor, and he's got a plastic cover that lifts on. It's brilliant.
Like a jacuzzi cover.
Yeah, it's basically exactly. But you can walk on it. It's like
Yeah.
an inch thick plastic. It's really good. The house was just, his little house was just amazing. I could totally live in it.
Is he like a hobbit?
No, he's quite a tall dude, isn't he? That guy.
I didn't mean a short guy. I mean like a hobbit, like he doesn't go out much.
I don't know.
What on earth are you on about, Mr. Eatley?
I don't know.
Don't listen to him. Nobody
Who
does.
You can't
forgot
help.
what I
You
was
can't
saying.
help not listen. Well, no, you can't help not see him because he's all over social media.
Yeah, you've been posting like nonstop, dude. That's awesome.
Is it?
What else can I
I like it. Well, Jeff's stuff is really, really good. So
The
I'm not a big fan of the social media spamming. That's not my cup of tea. I don't get it
Yeah.
personally.
I mean, if you can't get
On
your message
multiple
across with
pages?
one image, what's the point?
oh, here we go. Positive thinking now, Beanie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put
Well,
on
I
a
mean-
positive thing. And
I must say, I do
put
like.
it out on different channels, different groups.
Do you know that little belt clip thing that you reviewed?
Yeah.
Can you screw a mount on the bottom for it for a tripod as well?
Yes.
Right. Okay. I was just
It will work for some tripods, yeah.
I was curious because I seen it and I was like, "That's really good." But can you screw a tripod? Because it's great having it on your thing, but if you want to put it on your tripod, can you also?
Well, actually, like on their website, they have a couple of pictures of somebody doing that, carrying a tripod on their hip.
Yeah, I mean, no one's
They have,
gonna.
they
No,
have
I
one
mean,
on either side.
I'm never gonna do that because it'd just be trailing on the fucking floor the size of me. You know, it'd have to be a switch pod. Would probably hit the floor with my legs. So
A
what?
mini tripod.
So how was CEX? Is there anything coming out that you thought, wow, that's funky?
There was nothing like, wow, like I had to have it. Like I go every year just to build up relationships and get in front of the right people. So, like the first year I went out there, it was like, wow, it's like you don't know what to expect, and you see all the cool stuff. And then
Like I was at Vid Summit. I'm like, oh, look, there's another class. Oh, look, there's more of my friends. Hi,
I
friends.
want to see that video. When's that video coming out?
I think I'm gonna do it right before the next Vid Summit.
Okay.
I'm gonna that's
a good
gonna be.
idea.
Click it and buy a ticket.
You know what? I was
So
gonna
it's like
I was gonna wear me click it and buy a ticket T-shirt tonight, but this was the first thing I pulled out the wardrobe because I couldn't be asked doing my hair.
Nice perm, dude.
I like it though. I like
Dude,
it.
this is my natural hair, and it's literally in support of the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback.
I told him it looks like pubes.
Nah,
Love it.
it looks better than pubes.
I mean, someone did say I look like 1990s Justin Timberlake.
Very true. We just need a little gel in there.
Yeah, and I'm like the pretty look that he's got on the
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh, right. Have you been told to go fuck yourself today, or is this the first time?
Oh no, I've been told that not only do I need to go F myself, also I need to rethink my makeup.
I've seen that.
Oh, real? Wait,
I seen that was one of the best comments you've had. The makeup just isn't working for you. Please rethink it.
Yeah, like really.
Read
Like, what-
read the comment out because it's brilliant.
Yeah, let me say. It said, waste of time. Your commentary is condescending and more opinion than fact. On a personal note, rethink your makeup. It's not flattering. It's distracting.
I love it.
Like, girl, I'm not
I'll
20.
just unmute myself.
I'm knocking on 50 here. So
I mean-
makeup is a necessity, not for looking cute.
I mean, she
I'm
doesn't.
just trying not to scare people here.
She doesn't like your commentary. She doesn't like your makeup. The fuck did she watch it for?
And she subscribed.
Oh, wow.
To be honest, that's actually quite the compliment because she's saying you're so attractive that you're distracting.
The funniest part of this, like the funniest part of like I would say a good 50% of the hate comments I get, they subscribe. They subscribe to the channel. So funny to me.
They hate watch.
Yeah. And do you know who Howard Stern is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Howard Stern used to have this data points, and he said that the people
Sorry,
that
cut you
love.
off. I just want to say bye. I gotta go.
Oh, bye.
I might be back later.
Okay. He
Bye,
said
bye.
that like when they pulled out the numbers, that the people that love him watch about 45% of the show. The people that hate him listen to his show 75% of it. The 75% of the show they actually listen to, mostly because they're getting so mad. So I guess it's just as good for them to hate you as it is for them to love you.
That is a true point, that, because I remember someone saying to me ages ago about DJing, and they were like, oh, you know, I was in they'd done something, and they were in like the paper, and it was like it wasn't good, and they were like, don't care, all press is good press, and they said people never remember the good things that you do. They always talk about the bad things, and they were like, so. And then it was at that point I just went, just carry on being me then.
Well, my whole thing is at least I'm doing things. Most of these people that have a lot to say. And
Oh, yeah.
Neil pointed out to me, he's like, they're sitting in some rickety old house that they're renting that has food all over their shirt and they haven't seen the light of day in, 30 years.
Just simply doing nothing.
Simply doing nothing. That's what they're doing. They have a lot to say, but no substance.
Yes, yes. The what is it? The master of all,
doer of nothing.
Yes, all the gear and no idea.
Yes, like I know. Speaking of that, I have to talk about social media for a minute. So yesterday, somebody posts, and I did not know who this person was. He posts my channel, he screenshots it, and he believes that he's found the magic key to algorithm. And he believes it's because of my tags, right? So he had done a video, which he said claimed that it was identical to mine, but posted it a week earlier, and his only got 1,000 views, and mine blew up. And he said, that's why I know it's the power of tags. So he went through and copied all of my tags so he could ride the wave of my views and have the 243,000 people that watched my video go over to his video. I looked at the channel. He used my name. He used my channel name. He used my catchphrase. He did the video already. Had nothing to do with my video whatsoever. But he thinks he's got it down. He's got the trick.
Was your name in the actual was your name mentioned at all in that video?
Nope.
You should report him for abusing terms of service because you're not allowed to use irrelevant tags.
He's fairly new. He's awfully excited. He feels like he found the golden ticket.
Right.
I kind of feel bad for the guy because he kind of got shredded. And because of this, I called him and talked to him today. And I told him, I said, look, you have all these tags that relate not to anything. This is why tags are not important anymore.
Some of his tags were ridiculous. He had trolls as one of his tags. It's like,
Why?
what?
He had my name. He had your real estate whisperer in there. Like, he just put all sorts of weird stuff that he just basically copied my tags.
Substance.
Realtor, real estate agent. He's neither of those things.
He had one in there that was substance as well, didn't he?
I don't know.
Substance.
Yeah, the word substance and the word troll, they were tags in the video he'd used.
Weird.
Just strange, but I thought it was funny because it was funny because I was listening, reading the comments, and then all of a sudden I just put the little emoji and go, "Hey, that's me," with the little emoji with the hand up, hi.
It did really get interesting once you joined the conversation. I was like, wait, does she know? I was about to tag you because I was reading it, and then boom, there was the first message from you, and I was like, good, okay.
Outdoors with Eric notified me on the Discord that somebody had posted this, and I'm like, oh, he doesn't know where he just stuck that, does he?
But he did seem honestly trying to learn. He didn't seem like a bad person.
Right.
But
so because of
just
that,
probably going down the wrong trail.
Right.
It was
because
more
of that. I spoke to him today and told him that what he was doing was wrong.
It was more the other guy that came in and he was like, "Oh, you do realize YouTube's just 90% success, that's why."
Oh, the luck, yeah, the luck.
Yeah, it's all luck. All
and then
luck.
that's
It has nothing to do. Just if you have one girl that is slightly more interesting, then they're gonna promote her first, and she's going to have a huge backing behind her. I'd love to know where this backing is because I haven't gotten my friggin' check yet. Just saying.
You got the backing from them 4 guys over off of Bourbon Street, right? That's your back.
I'm married, so no, that doesn't happen anymore.
But I mean, yeah, it's like I did see that comment about having a big backing, and I was like, "Oh, you're an idiot. You're an idiot."
That's when
this conversation had backing.
That's when me and him got into a full on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
then when I commented back, then he did.
Polite, Neil.
I kind of was. until he got to a point, because I was like, do you know what, mate? I think one of the last comments was like, well, you know, I do love the way that most men are like, you know, when a woman does good on YouTube, it's she's when a woman does good on YouTube, it's a look, but when a guy does good on YouTube, he's a great creator. And I was like, you know, it must be, you know, are you still okay lighting the fire in your cave? And then he turned around to me and he was like, well, you know, because you've posted that, you must be thinking it. And then I'm like, listen, dumbass, look at me fucking profile picture. Christina's one of the people in it, you tit. It's like, you're that clever and you're trying to use some sort of reverse psychology on me and saying that I said this, look at me profile picture. You absolute whopper.
But when you're actually typing stuff and I'm reading, like I was reading through a lot of that, I can hear your voice. It's hilarious. Like,
I know, because he Neil-isms, and so like if you're the person that doesn't know Neil, you're like, does that even fucking make sense?
No.
And then you have to kind of do it in the cadence of Neil, and then it's like, then it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
a couple times I had to read it twice because I was like, oh wait, okay, I see what Neil's.
yeah.
I wouldn't have understood if it was anybody else.
I do have my own language. It's a language of one.
Isn't it Scouse?
It's just Neil. Yeah, it's just, even Scousers are like, what? What did you just say?
But I was pretty impressed because when I saw you pop into those chats, I was like, "Oh my god, this is insane!" And it really didn't. It didn't. I was like, "Whoa, hey, Neil's being like." I think you registered that the first guy was honestly trying to find stuff.
I just thought the first guy was like, you know, I think I've got it right, but it was like, mate, look, it's I can tell you, it's nothing about tags. That's all.
Yeah. I told him, I said, and I was totally honest, I spent about 20 seconds on tags. Thank God, because that was like my life there. I used to spend a whole day trying to perfectly optimize my SEO for tags.
That's the one thing I hated about YouTube. That's why I'm glad now that I can just go out, make a video, come and edit it, throw it on with a fancy title, a weird thumbnail, and just pick out whatever TubeBuddy or vidIQ have recommended me post it, and I just pick a few tags and let it go.
Let me ask you one silly question about tags. Do y'all still kind of stick with, you know, like for playlists or for buckets or whatever you want to call them, but do y'all stick with like a couple of common repetitive tags for your channel, and that's about, and then everything else just goes with the individual video? You just doing all new tags every video?
I just use that. I have one tag, the channel name, and then the rest is whatever I'm recommended.
Yeah, I have like 6 tags that I always plug first, and then I go from there.
I click what vidIQ recommends.
The boost.
I just click whatever they have there, and I just click it in there, and I go, okay, I'm done.
So pretty much, the only one I put in is the title of the video and my channel name, and then they say the rest. I just do the vidIQ boost. Pick the first like 4 or 5. Pick the first 4 or 5 what TubeBuddy recommend, and then go from there. Just leave it.
This sounds about what I do. So I never, from what they told me over the last 6 months, I never found that tags were going to be a big damn thing anyway.
It's more and more people are coming out and they're like, tags are not worth a toss.
They've been saying it. They've been saying it for over a year.
Actually, 3 years.
But it was really prevalent last year when Tim Schmoyer came out with a specific video. Don't worry about tags.
Well, even
then he came with a live stream right afterwards saying that tags really don't matter. It really doesn't matter what you put in there. They're useless. He's
I think especially with it reading the pictures and reading the tags now and being able to tell, like, I know you're struggling with everything female, that everything is risque, but
no, if you have your mouth open, and this is 100% the truth, it doesn't matter if you are a woman and you have your mouth open, it automatically flags it as racy, 100%. And like you know, in that little thumbnail group, they did a little test, and it's sure enough, every time you gotta, I don't know, whatever.
Sexist. YouTube sexist.
No, it's the AI sexist.
Yeah, YouTube sexist.
YouTube is the AI.
And Facebook can't tell when you're telling a joke. It is.
So did they test it with dudes? For the open mouth thing? Did anybody test that?
Yeah. It's they never get it. Men never
It
get that.
changes.
Yeah, they never get the racy. Only chicks do. Because apparently, when a chick has her mouth open, it's got to be something sexual. Gotta be.
If she's talking, it's sexual.
Yep, it's a girl. It's a girl. She's trying to be sexy. That's it.
It is
Suppress
ridiculous.
the friggin' content.
I need to. Oh, burp. Sorry, apologise. Need to say hello to mind-blowing
I love how you
health,
segued into that burp.
health and witness with Violet is in the chat. She found us at VidCon, VidSummer probably. I don't think any of us went to. Well, Beanie went to VidCon. He was
I did
there.
not go to the VidCon.
I never went to the VidCon.
Not American VidCon though.
I think the way YouTube is just, like I said to the guy in the thread yesterday, things have evolved now. The people are saying that tags don't matter because tags mattered when Google didn't have a brain. When Google was just
Yeah, that was a great line when you said that.
yeah,
That was
when
fantastic.
Google was just a program, tags mattered because it was relying on things that
People
the
being
system.
honest.
Well, it was just relying on things that the system was looking for. But now Google's got a brain and it can look at a photograph and go, right, okay, this photograph for this video is, I mean, we do it. You know, we get a thumbnail, we run it through Google Glass, is it? Or Google, whatever it's called. You'll see what Google thinks it is. You know, if Google doesn't think it is related, you know, if you're doing a video on the best 5 cameras and you put a thumbnail up and it reads it as an oven or a fridge, then it's changed change the thumbnail. So because Google's got a brain now, which in essence is easier for us as creators because we've got to do less SEO.
Yeah. But
Thank
you got to
God.
sell the hell out of that thumbnail.
Yeah,
You just got to make a thumbnail that the AI can read. I mean, like that's the whole thing. The AI has to be able to read it, and is it like whatever, you know?
So I think composition plays into that and stuff like that. Might work out well for me, but I don't know.
I don't think it's
Do you
hard.
put it in the reader? Do you put it in the AI?
I have put some. I'm not putting.
I
all
do
of
with
them in.
every friggin' email. I mean, every thumbnail. Like that's the whole point because it's like there's 2 pieces of metadata. Like I've said 1,000 times. So the most important pieces of metadata to your video, more important than anything else, thumbnail and title. If the AI can't read your thumbnail, it's not going to suggest it out to other people. They said it 1,000 times. They said that last year at Vid Summit. That was the big speech from Daryl.
Mr. Beast as well said it on stage.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to watch many.
Didn't you get the replays?
Yeah, I know. I have watched a few replays.
I'm kind of the one replay. Oh yeah, what's mind blowing? Health and witness with violence has said. Can you explain why when you change your tags to better ones, you get more views? This happens to me. See, now I personally, my channel, the new channel is only 6 months old. When we came back from VidSummit, I changed all the titles, changed all the thumbnails, and got twice the views, twice the subscribers. But tags just Google's too clever. I
think they just kick you off on the right start.
I use the tags that are recommended by like I said, TubeBuddy or by vidIQ because their programs are looking for the correct tags. So I just use them ones. But the main things are, like Christine's just said, it's thumbnail and it's title.
Compelling. That's what Mr. Beast said. Compelling. And then that guy, what's his name? CeeLo. That was the most interesting talk. And he showed exactly channels that did compelling titles in comparison to boring titles, or just changing a word in a title, and how the variants made that. I mean, he was more analytical. Like I can't explain it the way he did it because he's smart and I'm an idiot. But I got the gist, which is you do boring thumbnail, the title, you ain't gonna get anywhere.
My titles suck. I think anyway.
But yours should be. You should be able to make your titles like really stand out, couldn't you? With what you draw.
because I've been manually sorting through my videos for copper, I've also been like, I've actually revisited a lot of my videos. I'm like, okay, not made for kids, not made for kids. There'll be like one or two that are, well, or you know, you look at them and go, yeah, okay, that's definitely could be interpreted as for kids. And then I'm looking through my videos, I'm like, well, man, my even though SEO isn't important, like I had no SEO. It's like, ugh. So I'm going through all the old videos and just changing it up a bit.
Have you found many that are like related to copper? Have you used the TubeBuddy copper thing?
Nah. Yeah, it didn't find anything.
They already flagged the ones that YouTube flagged on mine.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know.
I-
I still don't
I'm
even
actually-
really think they're freaking children's content. Like, just because my kid is in the freaking video who has a wig on, who's being silly, it's a freaking real, like, kid. Let me just explain to you. Kids do not care about the 5 reasons why you shouldn't buy a blah, 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 blah. You know, like.
Maybe
Wow.
tiny kids want tiny homes.
And aren't they over 13 anyway? That's like the whole copper thing's for people under 13.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know any kids who are looking for mortgages.
Well, let me just put it this way. You remember how I had that video that I showed just the outtakes of the click it and buy a ticket video? And I didn't even release it. It was unlisted. That one was flagged because it had the girls saying click it and buy a ticket, and they're over
Really?
13.
Yeah.
It does make me laugh the way the whole copper thing has gone away now. It's like no one even mentions it. It's
was
like
hot.
Because there's no hype in it anymore.
Because they like, oh, it was like, oh my God, you made it. They always make everything sound like the freaking sky is falling. And then when it's like one video after another video after another video. And then one person goes, oh, they did a video on it. They do a video. And then it's like, stop it. Stop.
Yeah, but if you can hype something up enough and then turn around and then you make videos about it when it comes out, you get double the views. You get the hype up video that picks up, and then you get the other video that picks up.
yeah, but you don't need to go and make like 5 or 6 videos on the same thing.
But people do.
I know,
People-
but
They do it all the time.
And
I only
and
did
it's-
one.
Yeah, well, okay. Here's the thing. It's like, okay, you have a channel that, let's just say you're a health channel. You put out a video about COPPA, and then you put out another video about COPPA. Then you're trying so hard to stretch the topic out so badly. You
Yeah.
put out another video about COPPA, and oh, God forbid that one actually took off. So you have to make another video about COPPA, and then you're going to talk about your reaction to somebody else's reaction about COPPA. It's like, stop it, stop it, stop. And it's like everybody and their brother decided they needed to make a video about it, even when their channel had nothing to do with it. You know, like, you're a teenage react to memes channel. You don't need to have
Yeah.
you don't need to have a video about this.
I only watched one video about it, and it wasn't somebody I subscribe to, nor do I even remember his name. I just watched one random guy's video about it.
I did kind of jump on the hype train just a little bit. It was more intentional. I'm just like, let's see if I can get some views. And it was only one video, and I do dinosaurs, so there was a little bit of like, maybe it might affect me, maybe it won't, but let's just hype it up so I can get a few views. And it got no views.
Neil, say purple.
purple.
Say vitamin.
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 Say bottle.
Say
Bottle.
say Wednesday.
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 There's not many letters in that word.
Why do we always, every live stream we do, it always turns out to be a no. It
You
was
have the best accent out of
Patty.
all.
We're
It's the
so
most
jealous of your
entertaining.
voice.
Patty
We have the most
Broussard.
boring American freaking accents. And you have this, like, deep, you know, like...
Do you know what wound me up about my voice today? I was in the box, right?
box. Oh, wait, 1 second. I have a quick question. Did you go to the doctor's on Monday?
No,
Knew you wouldn't.
because I totally forgot. And I'm not even gonna bullshit. I just totally forgot. Oh, here comes an incoming shitty text message.
Is he gonna die? Is he?
No. So I was in the box and I was doing a load of stuff for Nick, and it just all went wrong.
Wrong.
Yeah, it all for some reason, I don't know why, I came out, and I think it's my fault. I think I've been cleaning the mixer and I've messed up all the settings on the mixer. So I went in, but you know when you're in, you've got the headphones on, and I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm on my little perch, and I've got my cup of tea, and I'm looking at the screen, and I'm going, remember to subscribe if you like this video, and I'm sitting there, and I'm going, I kind of like my voice. Not my normal voice, but I'm sitting there and I'm like, because some of them was, it was.
Were you like, I'm so sexy, man? I just can talk to myself. Right
It was
now.
just, it was, there was just,
Wow.
there was things on it like, one of them was, please be patient, the live stream will be starting soon. It was just things like that, and I was just like, oh. But then I ended up scrapping it, and Dusty came on live, and I got into a wormhole of giving Dusty abuse. And then I need to
Like
go.
half an hour to get his like correct.
No, he looked really good today. He did look really good.
Oh,
He was
I missed it.
he makes me laugh, because he really does crack me up, because he goes live and you're just getting into the swing of it and it's going all great, and then he just goes, okay guys, well I've been on for 30 minutes now, so that's it, we'll see you next time, bye-bye. It's like, what? You can't just go now? I was just getting into that, but I was giving up some stick.
Shtick.
He was
Shtick.
getting
So
some
a friend
stick
of
from me.
mine that's doing commercials up in Alexandria for some company. He was like, Trev, do you still know a voiceover guy? And I do actually know a voiceover guy that's out of California, and he doesn't charge that much for doing like 30-second commercials and shit. But I was so thinking, oh, I'm just gonna have him call Neil.
Oh yeah, just pre-warn me so I'm not like, all right, there, mate, what's the matter? Yeah, what are you? Who do you? And he's like, this guy isn't the voiceover guy. I said, no, tell him to do his voiceover voice.
It's funny to me when people they're like, who does your voiceover? I'm like, Neil does. And they're like, the Urban Explorer? I'm like, yeah. They're like, huh.
But he's not swearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, that's him. He does
What,
it.
the guy you can't understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. To be honest with you, when my mates, friends of mine went to Spain, and they were all sitting in a bar, and one of my voiceovers came on the radio. It was the chicken. It was the one where I was selling the chicken for the Spanish radio station, and it was like it was me, and he phoned me. He was like, "We're sitting in a bar and you're on the radio. You sound weird, but we know it's you." Like,
Kathy Fitz said, I need to hire Neil for my art channel when I do a storyboarding.
you don't need to hire me. We'll just do one for a.
Shits and giggles.
Yeah. Neil speaks caveman talk. Yeah, but he can get his.
At times.
Yeah, but I mean, if Paul was on here, we'd still be trying to sort his audio out now.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, right?
But at least there's one good thing. At least Haley Peck knows what she's doing behind the camera.
Oh, I know, right?
Uh-huh.
Hey, Paul Peck, I want you to know that last video I did with the DIY, you're now in my thumbnail.
Oh, really? That's why the video's tanked.
That was
No,
a cool
I just
video.
changed it. I just changed it.
Oh. Well, you're hoping that putting old people in the video will appeal to some others.
Well, I put like a big giant red arrow and covered them up with a lot of text, so I thought that might make it better. So you really
Paul.
can't really tell it's Paul Peck, but
Right,
it's
well,
there.
that's bit. Paul was nice at Vid Summit, and then he's just turned. He's turned odd. He's just.
It's just a typical American.
You know what it is
Florida.
that now he's met us. The glow, the admiration has disappeared.
Is that what it
No
is?
longer does he feel like he needs to like make us feel good that we did something nice for him. So he's kind of like, whatever, I'm on my way.
Do you know what?
I'm over 100,000 subscribers, so like.
I think it's that. I think it's like, I'm getting close to 100,000 subscribers. These small channels, I don't need to talk to anymore. They're just, Haley's got a video coming out tomato. Tomato?
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 Tomato. You say tomato.
Haley's got a video out. Oh my God, my mouth is not working. Haley has got a video coming out tomorrow. You know what? And I'll hold my hands up. I didn't know anything about the channel, and I didn't know she was doing the channel, and she brought the video out, and the automatic thing that you do. Well, it might just be me. I don't know about anybody else. The automatic thing that I do is you watch the video and then you go, right, okay, let's go and have a look at the channel. Let's have a look at the channel banner. Let's have a look at the thumbnails. And I went onto the channel and I was like, whoa, she's got this. She's nailed this here. I messaged to Paul.
Well, it was funny though, because I was like, I clicked on the video because I don't know why I wasn't thinking, but the video, Paul Peck posted it, you know. I didn't read what he said. He rarely posts a video, so I was like, oh, and I'm watching and I'm like, God, that girl looks familiar. How do I know her? And then all of a sudden I went, oh, that's Paul Peck's daughter. I'm a special kind of dumbass sometimes, but you know. It hit me right away. I was like, I know her.
I knew who it was, but I kind of had a similar thing to you. But I was kind of like, hey, I know a Haley Peck. And it was like, it can't be Haley Peck. Because I know she's in university and she's doing psychology, I think it was something like that. I was like, it must just be another Haley Peck. Must be somebody else. And then when I clicked on it, I was like, oh no, it's Haley. It's actually Haley. It was
Haley.
good. Are you going to Vid Summit this year, Jeffrey?
I don't know.
You don't know.
What's that face for? Why? What was that face you just pulled then, Christina?
Why wouldn't you know that? Like,
Yeah.
Because I'm always last minute on everything.
Is that the look of I want to belt my head against this table right now?
I couldn't imagine why you wouldn't go.
Wasn't it fun hanging around Daryl with the camera?
Oh, it's a blast. I love doing that stuff.
Then why don't you offer to do that again then?
That goes for a bunch of different reasons, but
It
hasn't been offered to me either. So
I can't see him.
Sometimes you have to ask in order to get what you want. Just say.
oh, I know that.
I can't see him not asking, because we had this conversation the other day, and I was like, you know, he's definitely going to ask Jeff again, because I think Dedal's the type of person that obviously Vid Summit, it's not a small event, and it takes a lot of people to organise it, which you don't actually take into consideration how many people are behind the scenes doing things. You know, just
like 85 people, 90 people.
Yeah, I mean, just setting the whole thing up. So if that was me, I'd be like, right, okay, who done this? I'd go through the list of who done last year's. All right, okay, can they do it again? Can they? So you're ticking off like, okay, yeah, that's that sorted, that's that sorted, that's that. He can do the lights, he can do the sound, he can do the, you know, is Jeff doing the photos? Yeah, Jeff do the photos. It's like, it's kind of, you know what I mean? And it's not like you didn't work your ass off last year, because you were on the go 24/7. I don't even think I seen you. I think I seen you outside once when we had a conversation when you come back from the VIP party, and it was like, it was the only real conversation we had, because it was like, right, gotta go, follow Daryl.
Yeah, I mean, I had that night. I had about an hour and a half, 2 hours where I hung out that night, and then Thursday night, the last night, I hung out with the video affiliate marketing dude and a couple other people, and Daryl and stuff like that. I hung out with them for like 2 or 3 hours, and I caught up with some people that I had met online that I had never actually met before, and talked to them for maybe 20 minutes apiece. But
Well, we all went for the Mexican, didn't we, as well?
yeah, oh yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we
It
all
was
went.
after that. It was after that I was hanging out with affiliate marketing.
No, it was it. You got your ticket for this year, haven't you, Beanie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bought it right away, didn't you, Beanie?
Yeah, because I was under the impression that they were going to sell out before the end of the year.
Yeah, that's no. I don't.
Well, the good old the meeting up in the hotel room up top where they were saying, you know, we'll buy the damn tickets because they want to sell it out that bad.
Evidently, they didn't.
It's one thing selling it out by buying your own tickets, but then you run the risk of like, okay, I've got 500 tickets for an event. Who am I going to give them to? because you know what I mean. It's like just
They gotta have the people there.
Yeah.
If you don't, whether you sell them or not, you have to have the people there. You have to have 1,000 people there, or it's just not an event.
and it's not the type of event as well. It's not the type of event you go to if you're a fan. You know what I mean?
No,
I mean,
it's
because I know loads of people who were like to me, "Oh my god, you met Mr. Beast," and I was like, you know, I want to go next year so I can meet them. And I was like, it's kind of not that. Sort of, it's not like, you know, I wouldn't go there and be like, "Oh, can you give us an autograph?" And the things. I mean, yeah, I said to him, "I'll do us a favor, do a video of me, lad." You know, but I was just sitting there next to him, and it was just one of them things, and he was like, "Yeah, all right."
It worked out.
Yeah, it's just, but I
It
wouldn't.
wasn't like you were chasing him for it.
No, I mean, I'd seen him, I'd passed him like loads of times, because I was constantly being like, "Fucking how tall's he?" So I was like,
I did talk to Daryl last week. I mean, I got a phone call from him last week, and we had to hunt down some pictures and a clip I had, but I haven't talked to him about anything else.
The interesting thing about Mr. Beast was that I think this last year I didn't really want to approach him because I'm like, what am I going to talk about? I've got nothing interesting to say to him.
but you say,
I had that great picture where you were messing with him in the bar.
pardon,
Beanie.
really?
Didn't you meet Mr. Beast in the bar? He was doing the live chat, or he was doing the live video, and he was giving it to.
I did see that he walked behind me.
I remember that because you both
you
had your
turned around
cameras.
and you jumped in my shot, and you were like, and it's
Weird. We just crashed then.
You made
The
a
thing
great
I like
face.
about Vid Summit though is that there are some pretty big creators there,
Yeah.
but they were like a good portion of them were just as like just like you and I are talking right now. None of them were. I'm not gonna say none of them, but most of them, the bigger ones, were pretty down to earth. You didn't see a lot of ego going on there.
I kind of
I'll
wish
tell
that
you,
we got
Sean's
to
a pretty awesome guy. Oops, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I wish they kind of, the thing about the bigger channels that, like, they've got a lot of people working behind the scenes. I wish we actually knew who those behind the scenes people are, because I kind of find the people operating the sound, the people operating the cameras, the people operating, like, all the business side, I find them more interesting than the actual talent themselves.
One
You
person.
should meet Sean Cannell's guy, the guy that works with Sean Cannell. I've run into him at Vid Summit both years, and then I went to Sean Cannell's thing in Vegas 2 years ago, and he's like, I could care less about Sean Cannell, or meeting him or talking to him. We've never seemed to. We've sat next to each other in spots, and I've never really got to talk to him or kick it off with him. But his video guy is awesome, and we cut up, and I got a bunch of pictures with him outside by the pool.
I wish I'd have spoke to Peter McKinnon.
That would be
He
good.
seems to be tough to talk to. Good
I was
Lord.
gonna say he didn't seem like last year when he was at Vid Summit. He seemed like he was walking around and part of the group. This year he was like, "I'm over
Disconnected.
here.
Yeah.
I'm on the VIP line."
Yeah, he was disconnected this year, big time.
I think a lot of people that go there who are that big,
Exhausted.
I just think, I think a lot of them kind of like, I don't really want to talk to a lot of people because
Yeah.
everybody's going to ask them the same question. You know, if you line up 10 people and they want to meet Peter McKinnon or they want to meet Casey Neistat or Mr. Beast, they're all 90% of them are going to ask them the same questions, and it's like, I've not come here to be fucking grilled. I just want to come here and hang out with. I mean, like us, you know, if we were all standing there in a group, you know, and there must be people on Beanie's channel, you know, because he's big, and, you know, and Christine, and we've all got them people that'd be like, oh, I'd love to sit down, have a chat with you, and talk to you and things like. that. But you know, and it's like, I don't really want to do that. I'm here to meet up with the people that I interact with on a daily basis online, and to try and learn shit. You know what I mean? It depends. I mean, and I've always said it. I only go there, or I only went there to meet up with the people that I speak to.
I only at one point I only met one person that I was kind of like, I don't even know what to say to you, but okay, here it goes. And it was the guy who the I guess you would say the host or whatever, the Nerd City.
Okay.
super nice guy. They're just so creative and they're so good at making edits. I mean, that's probably why it takes them like a month and a half to 3 months to put out a video. So every time they do, it's always good.
Have you seen those videos of the glitter box thing?
Yes.
Yeah, that was so good.
The funny thing is, I actually met the creator, like the guy on those videos, and like I knew who he was, but I couldn't remember his name, and like all this time I'm like, I don't want to say how do I know you, because that would be like I'm world famous, but you don't know me. Like I don't know if that'd be like an insult to him or not. But I'm just like, I know this guy from somewhere, but I don't know how I know him.
There was a couple of people I seen, and you look at someone from a distance and you go, and where do I know you from? I know it's from. I know
YouTube.
Yeah, I know it's obviously YouTube, but it's like, what? And it annoys me. It's like, where you from? Who are you? It's like,
you gotta walk away, grab your phone, and start trying to find them.
or you see,
they might have a subscription feed.
Yeah, or you see somebody and it's like you can't remember the name, and it's like fuck, and you can see they're coming over and they're like, I see you. You're sort of like having a bit of a chat with them. It's like, and you're still like, what the fuck? What's his name?
I was excited to meet Sydney. I can't say his last
Smallhorn.
name. No, and and he's like, I don't know. I've been watching him, I guess about 18 months, and he did a big change in his channel 18 months ago, and he's about to break 100,000 now. And he was, I think, at like 7,000 or 8,000 when I caught him, and so it was kind of cool to meet him. And that was kind of random. I just ran into him. I didn't even know he was there or anything, and it was just like, oh, excuse me. Oh, hey. Oh my God, it's you. And I was like, dude, you're one of the first like 10 channels I followed on YouTube. So that was fun to meet. I mean, I appreciated meeting him.
I love
He was
that when
really
you
cool
find a
about it.
channel when it's really young. And
Yeah.
like as soon as you watch it, you're like, this channel's gonna freaking blow up, and then it blows up.
Yeah.
It
There's
was
a
his
channel I
intro
watched.
video.
The video a creator I watched was Not Another Cooking Show. As soon as I saw one of his videos, I'm like, this is friggin' genius. And it was super simple. But the way he put it all together and everything, and his thumbnails were super good. Sure enough, not too long later, you saw him. He's in New York, and he was at the 365 or whatever, and he was cooking for Casey Neistat.
Is that still there now? Is 365 still there? Because I remember when he sort of came back. What was that?
What was that, dinner?
Oh, was that Eric?
Sounded like somebody said dinner time.
We just had dinner. It's steak and potatoes, buddy.
Oh, he's like, I gotta go. I need my steak.
Yeah, and then he was making this big thing about 365, and then he kept building up and building it up and building it up, and then nothing happened. It was like, we're gonna make this space, and I thought, oh, that'd be cool.
It's like a YouTube space, wasn't it? Like,
Well, yeah,
people,
that's
creators to go there and just to hang out.
Here's a question for you: has anybody ever been to any of the YouTube spaces?
I've been to the headquarters in DC, but it's not like a space that you can drop by.
Because I know there's a YouTube space. I know there's one in London. Not that I'd probably ever go to it. I know there's one in LA because I remember when we were at Vid Summit, somebody mentioned that they'd been to the YouTube space.
Yeah. Creator studio or whatever.
Yeah, I seen a video the other day and somebody was in the YouTube space in London and he was doing a video and it was like, do you know, you kind of like, I want to go just to see what it's like.
I have a photographer friend that lives in DC, but she went up to New York City to do a shoot with somebody. She was second shooting, and she didn't even know what the job was. Basically, just come with me and shoot. And she went up there, and they ended up going to the YouTube studio in New York City, or just outside of New York City. And they were doing headshots and all kind of images for this YouTuber. But I looked up the YouTuber, and they didn't have a channel. I couldn't find it. I don't know what.
Do you have to like reserve that space? Like, how's that work?
Yeah, you reserve it. I think there's like a membership basis where you get like, there's one big open area, common area that everybody can kind of just schedule on the day.
Oh yeah, Mario.
And set up your own stuff.
Mario's just said you need 10k subs to able to book a space.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So can you
Can you find the locations online?
Yeah, I think you can find all the locations for them. But can you? I thought you could just. I see.
Hey, Mario.
I thought it was just one of them places where you could just go in there and just like
Nah,
have a look and.
nah.
No, I think
Otherwise, everyone
originally
would
they
be
were
doing that.
supposed to be setting it up that way though. Originally they were supposed to have, like, she did this 2 years ago, right when I was getting on YouTube, and I was like, oh cool, but I haven't even had a conversation about one of those things in over a year. I haven't even heard
Well,
about them.
I was thinking, unless you like schedule like a weekly thing to film there, what's even the point? Like, you know, why not? Like, isn't it just like it's like a filming studio? So unless you're planning on using it weekly or monthly or whatever, what's even the point of going?
Well, I mean, I don't know. When I
Depends
first
on
heard
what's
about them,
there.
I thought they were supposed to be doing classes and they were supposed to be doing get-togethers and meets and stuff like that. Because there's a warehouse down here that's for rent. That's 6,000 square feet, and there's a company that does marketing in Lafayette, and they're really talking about doing a creator space, basically like YouTube was talking, and build it into a place where you can rent and learn and do classes and whatever you want to do there, photography or videography. So I think it would be an incredible
Sounds like a good
opportunity.
business. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it's within a half a mile of the college here.
So I know there's a YouTube space in London, but I've just always been curious on what it is.
I'd love to. I mean, I think it would be an incredible opportunity to do something like that.
Yeah, I
I
want to
think
look
it's
up where
just
they
like
are.
a setup space. I think it's pretty much just a setup studio that you just use I don't know like what other people's cities are like, but in my city there's like a library, and it's got a dedicated multimedia like sort of studio where you go there and you edit and film stuff, and it's just there to create stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
We used to have a radio station / TV station. It was called Acadian Open Channel here, and you could go in there and film and do whatever you wanted. And they did classes there and everything, but they shut it down about 10 years ago. And,
That's mad.
I mean, I did it when I was in high school 20 years ago. I went there, and I'd go there during summers and work
All
there.
right, here's the locations: Berlin, London, L.A., New York, Paris, Rio, and Tokyo.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, she went to the one in New York.
I thought V-Garb would have tried to go to the one in Tokyo when he was there. Or at least go past it and be like, this is the YouTube space.
If I'd have known, I would have tried to go, but I mean, I was only there for 14 hours.
Ah,
In
Christian.
look what the cat dragged in.
Hello, hello, hello.
He comes back
Hola.
from deep space.
in
Hello,
other
Christian,
in
we're
other
space
news,
ready.
Hello,
I still have to
everybody.
watch your video.
Actually,
I've finally
I'm
been
fine,
able to order the GoPro Media Pod.
What
Sorry,
is
what?
that?
All right, okay.
I heard you talk about that earlier. I never heard of such a thing.
Box and a mic.
So, basically, if you have the, let me just unscrew this fool. So you unscrew your GoPro, fold the legs in, take the end catch off. Right, in the end catch, there's a small connection there.
USB-C.
Yeah, so the media pod goes. It's a housing that sits over it, and then clamps down. Will connect in there, but it has a built-in mic here. But also, it's got hot shoes on the top or cold shoes on the top, cold shoe on the side, tripod mount on the bottom, and then on the back of it, you can actually plug another. So you could plug a shotgun mic in. So you could mount a shotgun mic on the top and plug it in the back, and then you could use.
Cool.
Because I mean, these things are just phenomenal. The photos on these things are just great.
I have a question for modern day tech.
Yo,
Did you have your meeting with Daryl?
yes.
How'd it go?
It's not what I expected. It was actually 3 meetings.
Okay,
You know,
3.
I wish. Yeah.
go ahead.
Sorry. It went well. He gave me a lot of good advice. It's he gave me a lot of decisions to make. I have to even
Those
make them more.
suck.
Yes. So, but it's nothing I didn't already know, if that
Right.
makes sense.
No, I totally get it.
So,
I totally get it.
It's one of those things where it hurts the ego, but you're like,
Yes.
do I? Yeah.
So basically, it was stop doing Bluetooth trackers and do something else.
Pretty much, yes.
Like he told Nick.
Is he confirming? Is he confirming your already thought patterns?
Yes. The same thing I've been thinking for about 3 years now. So
It's
now,
like,
Oh,
you
shit.
keep doing them because you feel like that's what you just feel like that's what works, or do you keep doing
well,
them
that's
because that's
what
the only thing you do?
for 2 or 3 years that did work. You know, I gained a lot of subscribers, but I have 6 million views.
Mm-hmm.
So people came there to watch, but then once they knew what tracker to buy, they're out.
Right.
So
I kind of
Well,
get the
if I-
feeling that you're sort of holding onto the tracking thing for Apple to bring the.
well, it's what I know. That is true too, because well, that's kind of new. I mean, that's been what the last 6 months. So if that takes off, if that comes out, fingers crossed, my channel will blow up.
Yeah.
Because my whole channel was geared towards Bluetooth trackers.
Well, you're already ranking for a product that doesn't exist.
Exactly. you look at Apple AirTag, I'm like the top 5 videos.
Yeah, and there
I
is no
love
such.
these friggin' things. I would have never bought one if I hadn't watched one of your videos.
Yeah.
I have them on everything. I have this idea book that I put all my YouTube stuff in, and I mean it's an organized folder, which is a first for me. And I have a Bluetooth tracker inside the folder. I was looking for it this morning. I went, oh, wait a minute, boop. I was like, I love them. I love a
So
tile.
you got the thin one? Is that the tile slim?
I don't know. It's a button. It looks like. Is it the slim?
Okay, that's the sticker.
Yeah, the sticker. That's what
Yeah, I picked up some of those.
Talking about
So
blue.
let me ask you this. Hold on 1 second. So previously, like back in the old day when I used to do the tile trackers, I would break them open because you couldn't change the battery, and people would watch it and see what's inside. Well, I have these videos now where people probably do you really care what's inside
No.
anymore?
I
Right.
don't give a shit. No.
Even though you can't change the battery, but people are gonna try. So should I post those videos or should I put I'm thinking I should put them somewhere else, but where should I put them?
On your
Where
channel.
can people find them?
Like you're gonna do like a what's inside type of channel?
Yeah.
I'd do
just
it
for
on
these
your
two
channel.
videos. Like what's inside that sticker and what's inside the tile slim.
I'd
Just
put
put
them
it.
in
just
your.
put it. Just make them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, just
they
do it.
can't
They're
hurt
done.
anything.
They're done.
Yeah, we'll put them up.
People
Post them tomorrow.
people love knowing. I mean,
So
there's
you're saying you took apart the device?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the device. and see
Everybody
what's
wants to
inside.
know what's inside.
Yeah.
of it. Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's-
go ahead, do it.
there's a whole channel that blew up a couple of years ago called What's
Still
Inside.
huge.
Yeah.
What's inside?
Yeah.
Over like
Yeah.
20 million.
They were
or
good
15
some of-
subscribers or something.
Yeah,
They
he
were
was
at
at
Vid
Summit
Summit.
last year.
The thing is that I'm changing my channel to like a smart home channel. So by me posting these tile stickers, what's inside, it just doesn't go together.
All right,
Hey,
here's the
I'd
deal.
still get those.
Put those
trackers.
out, get them done and over with, so they're out there, and then start your new content strategy. You've made them, they're done. Get it done, put it out there. I did that. I mean, like, I didn't start with my content strategy right away. I had videos done. I was gonna, put out what I had first.
Talking about
Just do it.
Bluetooth, Eric, you'll like this. I bought 2 battery monitors for the van. Bluetooth battery monitors that basically tell me like what's I don't know if that shows that. So it'll tell you what the actual leisure battery and what the van battery is doing,
Okay.
and they're just so good.
Why
Because
is it when they do scary stories, they do this? What makes this more scary when they tell a scary story?
Creepy as hell.
when you've got a big nose, it looks scary.
Oh, your mouth's open. It's risque.
I know, right? The AI's gonna think I'm trying to be sexy.
Uh-oh.
I do love Bluetooth. It's good.
What?
I'm just laughing at the total randomness of the
So
question.
did Christian get his video sorted? Oh, we had a funny moment before. Christian was he was having some audio problems with his with one of his videos. So we kind of got the audio sorted. It sounded a lot better than what it was. He was trying to load the audio into Premiere Pro, wouldn't load in. So he went, okay, well, let's just close the program. And we'll open the program up again. Open the program up again. There was no edits. All of his edits had gone. The whole lot had gone. And it was like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh shit. He's trying to keep as calm as possible. But inside I know it was a barrage of fucks.
Just work the problem.
I
And then
had that happen to me.
Stuck in a black hole.
he did save it in the end. It worked and it was all right.
Are you working with Premiere?
Yes.
I am.
That's why.
I work with Adobe Premiere Pro. So what do you use, Jeff? Are you Final Cut Pro?
Hit Film
I
Express.
went Final Cut about 9 months ago because I was trying to finish a video for SEMA, in fact, or for something like that, a car show thing, and it kept crashing, and I was on a deadline. I had to finish it the next day, and it was worth like $2,000 to me. So I ordered Final Cut and basically redid a whole 12-minute video in Final Cut. It took about 10 hours, but I'd never touched a program before.
I have
And
only
I'll
ever
never
had
go
Premiere fail on me once, and it didn't even fail because it obviously it auto saves. But
Yeah.
I've only ever had it crash on me once where I've had to like close it down and open it.
Oh,
I had to turn my computer off and restart.
I've had Premiere crash. I mean, Premiere it does have a reputation for crashing on Mac, and
I've only ever had it once, and that was on PC.
no,
I don't know if it's as bad on PC as it is on Mac, but for Mac it's horrible.
On Mac, I've never had an issue.
what Premiere?
That's
Oh,
weird.
yeah, never.
I
Honestly,
had it for 2 years and it crashed on me probably weekly.
well,
Every 2 weeks.
I was
when
using.
when I got this new MacBook, I thought, oh, okay, cool. Now all my crashing problems are behind me. No, and it's just something about Adobe. Honestly, I would be willing to give Final Cut a go, and I may do it. But right now, I can't argue with the price because I get it for free through the university.
Yeah.
I'm really
But
fortunate.
$300 one-time purchase. I mean,
That's true though. It isn't a subscription, right? It's a one-time.
no, it's a one-time $299. You're done with it, and it just updated this week. Now every time my Mac would update, Premiere would fail even more. It would take like as soon as Apple or Mac would update anything, it would take like a week for them to sort it out with Adobe. So for that week, you suffer miserably, and I mean, it happened to me a couple of times over the year and a half I used it, and then when it happened that last time, I was just like, I'm out, I'm done.
Nice.
So, I mean, and I'm an Adobe fan. I've been playing with Photoshop and stuff like that for what?
Yeah.
Years.
I love Adobe. And I genuinely, I just the thing I love about Adobe is I can start something on the PC,
Yeah, and shipping.
and then I can go out in the van, and I can just open the Mac, and I can just carry on with the. And I just think that every program should be that easy to work with. Whether it's PC or Mac nowadays, it should be. You should be able to just pick up on one and take off on the other.
I can tell you what one thing I do like about the Adobe Suite is that self-integration. I mean, the fact that because I'll make graphics for my videos and I'll build them out in Photoshop, right? So I can import it into Adobe and it works all layers. But if I'm like, oh damn, I screwed up, no problem. I just edit the PSD file. You know what I mean? And it automatically updates in Premiere. So it's like, wait, and same thing for what do you call it? Same thing for Illustrator, So it's cool, but yeah, I mean that whole deep integration. I mean it's an Apple Final Cut and it's an Apple Mac, so it's gonna be pretty smooth.
Well, no, Christian, I do truly. The one thing I miss about having Final Cut, like when Adobe and I was running from Lightroom to Photoshop to Illustrator and then back to Photoshop and then into a video, into Premiere. Yes, that was beautiful. I don't have that anymore. But now it's, save my Photoshop. But what I did is I cut from Photoshop, or I had the whole suite, and I just went down to Lightroom and Photoshop. That's all I have, $9.99 a month.
Apart-
So and now my car dealership pays for it. So I'm like, fine. So then I have Final Cut, but now I just make a file and ship them across. I mean, it's not. But when you get the Final Cut and you find out how fast it renders, how fast and how easy it's, you connect it to your YouTube channel and it's done. There's no third-party apps or anything or download. No, it's just done. I mean, and it renders and uploads. I did a 13-minute video the other day, and it was rendered and done and on YouTube in like 6 minutes.
Apparently, Eddie Smallhorn said, "Ask Christina the ease of programs. Every program he uses is super easy." I don't know if he's talking about programs on the washing machine or programs on the dishwasher.
I was show. Now this is no lie. Last night I said, "Hey Eddie, I want to show you this Facebook thread that somebody made about me," and he's like, "Okay." I was like, and he's like scrolling through. I'm like, "Look, you have to hit this to get more comments." And he's like, "I don't understand this." I'm like, he's like, "What? This doesn't even make sense." I'm like, he's making a comment and he's addressing the next person. That's why the next name is highlighted. So he's talking to that person. He's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Oh my God, this is like telling my mom how to use Facebook." No, it is so funny to me because years ago I used to be like, "I don't understand how to use the computer," and now every time he's like, "I don't know how to do this on the phone. I don't know," and I'm like, "Give it to me."
Do you know what? I hate a phone-based application. There's some stuff on the phone, and it's just give me a computer.
I love it on the phone. I make all my thumbnails on the phone.
You can tell.
I love it.
I use my phone for like that Snapseed thumbnail. Like
I hate Snapseed.
I love Snapseed because
It's fun.
I do Snapseed and then I do Enlight.
Enlight, the one we found, that Enlight is brilliant.
Yeah, I love that because it like I don't have to spend time cutting out little trees to make sure the freaking sky isn't gray anymore. It just freaking erases it for you.
Even in Michael Daniels.
What's it called?
Enlight.
What's up, Michael?
Yeah, and there's
INLIGHT.
no
N light N-E-N.
Enlight Quick Shot. It's called. Yeah.
Yes. That thing is the bomb diggity bomb. And then
Is it only for people though? Like, does it remove the background out of objects?
No, they have one just for skylines. And since I do a lot of like real estate stuff, like I'm taking a picture of the house and then it will take out the sky.
Eric, see that picture?
Yep.
Right. Let's just
Do a little magic on it.
So-
They have this button called magic.
Tutorial.
So we've got that picture, and we'll try and do this. So we'll pick a sky.
That's
Oh
pretty
wow!
It's badass. I love it.
I mean, some of
You
them.
know, it's,
I mean,
Now you're under a blue sky. That's pretty cool.
yeah. That's Jeff Eatlier.
A lightning
That's
storm.
awesome. That's awesome.
I know, it's wicked cool. And then like you can adjust the little how much skyline you want. You can put some more areas that have skyline in it, and it's just wicked easy to use. So I will do it in Snapseed first. I'll do the upgrade the saturation up a little bit, and then I do the sharpness and the structure. I boost the crap out of that because thumbnails you can't see shit.
Yeah, look at that one.
It's nice.
It's just a
Is that-
it's just
Is that before or after?
That's
It's
after. Yeah, this is before. Bollocks.
Okay, that's before.
No, that's
Wow.
And then he added the pretty sky afterwards.
Christian, how long you been using Photoshop?
I mean, I first used Photoshop back in 1994 or something like that. You know what I mean? But how good am I at it? I mean, I'm still learning it. I've been using it off and on for a few years now.
In '97, I was using it, and we were cutting things out, going in pixel by pixel.
And just for the record, Gay Vlogs, no, your audio isn't working. We can't hear you.
My audio?
No, I don't think
Hey,
Mario.
Gay
I
Vlogs,
don't think
every now
Mario
and
said
then
it.
Every now and then he'll do this, but nothing's coming out.
Oh, I know you're lying. 'Cause your lips are moving. Tell me, do you think I'm dumb?
So, I've got a question. So earlier, so when I came on, Christina, you're asking Eric about his channel, and so are you doing? Are you taking a class with Daryl, Eric?
So I won the channel audit
Oh, wow.
back in when was that? December?
No,
Yeah.
no, it was before Vid Summit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
before Vid
yeah.
Summit. I remember
Yeah.
Christina won, but yeah.
Yeah. So Christina, you won the 1 hour, and then you took his course,
Yeah, I took his course.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But I won the channel audit.
Wow.
I didn't get a full audit. I just got a review. He just kind of gave me a quick scan. It wasn't a full audit. But
Yeah.
what
I
he
got
had
this,
to
like-
tell me in 1 hour was enough to make a video blow up. So I was like, I'm sold.
Wow.
told you to do one more tiny house video, wasn't it?
No, he told me to do a mobile home.
Yeah, well, that's sorry, but yeah.
Mobile home.
So, so Eric, can you tell what is involved exactly in an audit?
So the first one, there's 3 sessions. The first one's like 45 minutes or so, and he just gets to know you and find out what you want. You know, and where do you want to be in, a year or 2 years?
That's
Okay.
actually a harder question than you actually think it is.
Oh, I
That
know.
was the hardest question in the freaking world.
I hate those questions.
No, because we
And
could we could all realistically turn around and go, million subscribers, earn them $5,000 a week.
Yeah.
But that's not fucking realistic. So what? Yeah, that's a hard question. Now, carry on, Eric. Sorry, do apologize.
And each session, well, the first 2 sessions, he gave me homework. He was like, you gotta watch the channels that are over 1 million subscribers. Like, find channels that are working. And if you're watching all these small channels, they're not working. So find channels.
In your niche, that is.
Sort of. He didn't give me that criteria. He just said find channels over 1 million. Because I wasn't really watching any. I used to watch Casey until he started turning into a salesman.
Oh, I haven't looked at Casey in a while. Okay.
I unsubscribed
Who's
to him after
Casey?
Vid Summit.
Same.
So I started watching channels over 1 million. Like, I found what's the big one that I found?
Peter McKinnon.
No. Yes Theory.
Yes, theory. I just started getting a kick out of it.
Who were at Midsummer. At least one of them were at Midsummer.
One of them was.
Yes, I had no clue who he was, and it's like the best medicine. Like, if you're having a bad day, just watch their channel.
I binge watched Yes Theory.
Yeah.
The one I like is that you talk about liking something that's kind of mindless, just there's the Daily Dose of Internet, and it's always like just little funny memes with dogs and babies and with strange shit that you wouldn't imagine, and like somebody picking up ice that stretches, and he has a great channel.
Yeah.
It's simple.
So you watch those channels.
Yep. And then the second one is the big one. Or actually, no, sorry. The second one. What did we do the second time? I think the second one was also a shorter one, like a 1 hour thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what we did on the second one. I think
It's
we
all a
just.
blur.
It kind of is.
Your face went so blank when you started thinking. It was like,
We did something on that second
did
one. I have
something.
no idea what happened.
I think I said, "Hey, hi, Daryl," and that's all I remember.
I really don't remember the second one. It's the third one that's
Okay.
like 2.5 hours.
Ooh.
Where, yeah. But like, he really, okay, the second one was pretty much where he said, you gotta stop doing the trackers. Trackers are not working anymore. People are just coming, getting information, they're out. Which I kind of knew.
Mhm.
Third one was more of like, we got into the analytics, and for my channel, like everyone's channel is probably gonna be different,
Mm-hmm.
but he showed me like what to look at for my channel, what's working, when to look at it, how to look at it, and that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got an 80-page report.
Wow.
So,
80-page report. Wow.
something like that. 50 pages.
Wow.
So
That's incredible.
What was on the report?
a lot of the stuff I already knew, like when to post, what to do every single day. Like, you gotta be in the community feed every single day, which it's hard for me. It's hard.
Yeah, it's tough.
So,
Yeah.
Well, I tried to use on my community tab. I tried to post something when I know I got a video that's coming to be released. Try to promote it through there, but
Yeah.
it's like I feel like I'm hitting a brick wall because nobody seems to react when I ask a question. When I try to poll somebody, my viewers. So it's like, what am I doing wrong?
You know what I do with my community feed? I don't make it about me or what I want. I use it to promote other people that are doing content that's similar to mine.
Juicy Ron does that as well.
So,
YouTube what?
Juicy Ron.
Okay.
Juicy
Ron does.
Juicy Ron. He does.
Okay.
He does a similar
Yeah,
thing. He posts about like this channel's live or go and watch this stream. He puts like things like that on his community feed.
Okay.
but I do it like Roger, the expert plumber. He talked about. He just recently did a video about, when you get your home inspected, when you're purchasing a home, about your plumbing. And like how the importance of using a real estate, the ultimate home inspection guide for when you buy a house. So I posted that. Somebody else posted a DIY project. So like a lot of the videos that you saw that were in my last video, I ended up putting one a day in my community feed. But Daryl never told me that. I just started doing that. So
the community feed's really important then, huh?
I think it is. I've noticed that when I recently started doing that, I got more. Like it was like first I got 2 like little thumbs up. Now I'm up to 6. And I got a couple comments. A few.
I think stories is important too.
Well, I don't have that function yet. No one's. Because I just
Stories
hit.
is,
It takes 4
September.
weeks. They said after you hit 10,000, it takes about 4 weeks to get that ability.
I like
Oh, okay.
YouTube stories.
Hey,
I
can
think with
ask
the kid.
everybody a question about the latest rumblings I'm hearing about COPA, that they may bump the age of what they determine a minor is from 13 to 16 plus.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, like,
Doesn't change
it
my
doesn't
channel.
affect
Yeah,
me
it
at all.
doesn't.
I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
If they
you know.
change it 35, then I would have an issue.
My whole thing with Copa is unless a kid can drive a van, I'm safe.
Yeah, and then real estate related, and then Bluetooth trackers, and
For you guys, your channels I think are probably fairly safe, but this has got me concerned because I'm car related. So what's to say that a 13-year-old's not going to find my channel interesting? And
right.
Why would a 13-year-old find your channel interesting? Like, a 16-year-old
Because they
might
want to
have,
buy
have a license.
because their older brother has a car.
yeah,
and
I
they
mean, but
ready
it's
to
a
get their
car. But it's not.
But are you
It's,
t-
not, it's
But
like
you're not
saying
talking
you
about
have a gun
kids.
channel and a bunch of kids watch a gun channel. Well, it's about guns, like you can't.
Yeah, it's
that's-
not about kids.
It's not about kids. It's about cars.
yeah,
Have kids in
Well,
your
as Eric
channel.
and I are putting our blankets on, and
It's
Jeff's
cold.
taking his coat off.
I'm freezing. I'm actually freezing.
well, here's
I'm
what,
like shivering here.
Here's an example that I heard, and it's kind of unrelated. There was this lady who had a math channel where she would do basically school lessons for kids to do, literally from a whole school year's worth of lessons. And she before COPA kicked in this year, she was monetized. She, these kids would, message her on her channel, asking questions about a problem or whatnot. And since
Yeah,
the
now they can't do
2020
that.
yeah, they can't do that. So it's like,
Go
yeah,
to Facebook.
well, that's what
Go to Facebook or go to Vimeo.
well,
Yeah.
but her channel's established on YouTube. But yeah, you're right. So
Sorry.
probably have to go over to Facebook. But
Make a
what's-
video. Go to Facebook. That's why you have an email list.
Unless you own the platform, you have no control of what happens on it. Just dealing with
Absolutely
it.
not.
You're just riding.
You just riding.
It's
Okay,
funny.
so-
All these folk are putting on their blankets, and I've just turned off my air conditioning.
I'm freezing.
Jealous.
I'm actually not cold. I just thought I'd join in. I didn't want to be left out.
Yeah, that's
You
cozy.
look like you're about to go into a boxing ring.
Yeah.
I like the cold. I'm one of the few people.
I do too.
I like the cold, but not tonight.
It's actually. I'm not even. It's not
I'm-
even.
I'm
This is
snow
the first
miser.
cold stretch for us since I don't know what, November.
You guys had snow, yeah?
We were.
Where?
We've had a little bit.
You got snow up there?
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down
Down
you
here
know.
we missed it. We got nothing.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was a couple. Was it a week ago last or something? 2 weeks ago before we got like 2 or 3 inches all of a sudden, like boom.
Are we
Yeah,
gonna
me
get
and
any more
Smallhorn
snow
are out of
angels?
this conversation. We have no part of this.
No.
Marylanders.
We
Let's see
need
now.
more snow angels, Mr. Christian.
There was no snow angel opportunity though. That time that snow came and went. It's like damn. It was gone the next day.
Hey Jeff, when am I going to see those LED video review come out?
I'm actually working on it right now.
Sweet.
How many did they send you? 3.
Yeah, I got 3 of them.
You're getting some serious stuff off Newer.
Yeah, Newer's liking me. I'm happy.
Do you
I
not?
should get you to like
They
me.
use all newer equipment as well. They should send me something.
Do you not think?
You
I'm,
got sponsorships, dude.
this is purely. It's not an arsehole question, but it will come across like I'm being an arsehole. With Newer being a cheaper budget brand, which they are, and it doesn't mean that the stuff's not good, because some of the stuff is good. A lot of the stuff they don't even owe, because that tripod you looked at, or the tripod that you reviewed, I've seen a few on Amazon exactly the same, and they've got different
Identical
brands.
with
Yeah.
different names. Yep.
Do you ever think that doing the cheaper stuff that it might affect your channel in sort of like what type of photography people do you want to cut? You know, if it was, say you were reviewing high end photography stuff, obviously you would get the professional photographers and the people that want to know all the stuff. But when you're reviewing the budget stuff, do you think that makes people go, "Ugh, oh, he's just reviewing crap, I won't bother watching him"?
I don't care.
No, I was just curious. Because
No,
obviously
like,
there's.
honestly, purely from my heart, I had thought about that because there's a company called Arlington Camera up in Dallas, and I'm friends with the owner, and he's already said that 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers, call me, we'll figure something out. We'll send you some of our used gear, and you can review it and stuff like that. He's all in for it once I get to a certain size and start getting some more views. But I don't care about that because I'm always in it for the guys that I've been struggling for 5, 6, 7 years doing this. I'm a budget guy. I work with any piece of equipment I can get my hands on. I don't care about the guys that when you're professional and you're making $200,000, go buy the nice shit. I don't care.
I mean, I think a
need
lot.
those people watching my channel because that's a smaller market anyway.
There's a lot of the nice stuff, and this goes with anything in life. You can buy top grade quality stuff, but the budget stuff still does exactly the same job.
Hey, look, a little tiny shitty car will get you to your job, and a Lamborghini will too.
Yeah.
It just depends on who you are, I mean,
Just one costs more
this
to
light.
run.
What's that?
The Lamborghini costs more to run.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Oh,
it
yeah.
costs more across the board. But I mean, you can buy a Hyundai now for still $17,000, and it'll get you where you want to go for 5-10 years if you treat it right. But I mean, this light, like I even said it when I did the ring light review. Yeah, it's made of plastic, and if I beat it up, it's probably gonna crack and it might break in time. And over time, I think it will because I don't like how the little mechanism is so plasticky and so finicky how it moves. I got a feeling it'll break if I mess with it too much. But I'm not moving that light's not going with me and traveling with me. It's not going to take a bunch of abuse. Why would I spend $400 on Westcott when I can get that for $79?
It was the same thing as the little you've got the aperture light, haven't you? The one you had a Vid Summit, the one I wanted to buy. I mean, they're like what, $120?
139, 149, something like that.
Yeah, and I got a very similar one for like £39, which is say $45. It's aluminium frame, and It's brilliant. The light it puts
If
out.
it's metal, I'm all for it. If it was
Yeah.
all plastic, I would be against it. I would spend a little more money to get metal than plastic. But
Yeah, I'm thinking
The light-
about getting one of those newer ones. So it needs something.
yeah, I
that's-
want to check out one of the newers. They're supposed to send me a box with a boom mic and a small mic for my camera for my Sony. And I mean, I still want the deity mic or whatever they're called, but they're gonna send me those to test out soon. He's supposed to be sending me a box of like 6 items. And
Yeah.
Could that light?
That's
could
the
that
one
light
I got.
imitate the sun?
yes, it's color temperature. Now,
Or is it by?
Do they want one video per product?
yes.
Are you
Well,
worried about
actually, what they really want is me to talk about newer whenever I want.
Dude, if they're
keep it
sending you free stuff, then I'd be like, yeah, okay. As you know, as long as it's getting you views, as long as people are wanting to watch the stuff, it's
Yeah.
Their original request was a 2-minute video that they could share onto like their page and stuff. That was it. A 2-minute
That's what you
video.
need.
Yeah, that's
Do
easy.
it.
Yeah, I mean, and I can cut that out of
edit
like
your
a
video
longer
down.
one for YouTube.
To be honest, I think I'd rather just like a 2-minute video. When it comes to a review, if something's longer than 2 minutes, I'm not really going to bother watching because I'm like, all I need is an example of how it's used, how it looks or how it sounds, and then after that, and
Sorry about that.
The hell was that?
Oh, I was just
You have
I was just
10,000
taking a look.
presents.
I was taking a look at million sub channels to see if they use their community tabs, and that was Mr. Beast, and he has a channel trailer that comes up. So
Oh.
He's
Johnny.
all over
most
TikTok
people-
too. He has like multiple channels on TikTok.
Johnny's just said, is the live stream hidden?
Hey Johnny.
Mm-mm.
Did anyone get a notification?
I
I
did.
did.
But it
I
was
did.
like 10 minutes after it started.
I didn't get one.
I found out.
I got one about
on
3
Discord.
minutes before Christina got hers, so it was about 6 minutes after it started.
Strange.
What the hell's Newer's line? But see, I just want people to know that when they're testing things out, look, you test stuff out and you find what works, and then when you making money and you're doing good with it, then go get what you want to get. If you want to get name brands, I mean, it's like anything else. When we all get rich and we want to buy a Porsche instead of a regular car, do it. But that's you. I mean,
you know, I'll do a review on Porsche if they want to give me a Porsche review. I'm like, all right.
fair enough. I'll do that too. But I mean, and so Newer hooked up with me, and they liked one of the videos, and I guess whatever. And this guy's all, I don't know. I keep getting emails from him.
We've got Eric doing a Doug.
Got another Eric.
See, Michael, I'm doing the green screen on mobile.
Christian, this is when you do your line.
Eric.
Oh, this is so weird.
Eric.
Yes.
Put the phone down there. Eric. You turn the phone off.
I'm having a conversation with Michael.
Okay, Eric. That's enough. Let's just put the
I
phone
want to
off.
have a
Okay?
conversation with myself.
Eric, I want you to put the phone down now. All right, or I swear to God, I am getting on 95 and I'm coming right down there. Okay.
Wait, no, Eric, turn the
phone
TV
off.
Turn the computer off. Leave the phone on. Turn the computer off.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you talk to
Much
Newer,
nicer background.
ask them for their collapsible green screen for our next product to ship
Hold
out.
on.
Oh God, I don't want that.
Here.
I hate green screen now. It just.
I hate green screen.
Aw, hello, small person.
Move over there.
Oh, well, now
Copa,
this stream,
Copa.
yep, this stream's suddenly
Yep, that's it. We're shut down. Copa
Yep,
police are
right.
coming after us.
The stream is not
You
aimed.
saw Neil
Someone
already caught
swear.
on fire.
Someone
All
say
right,
some
end the
bad
stream
words.
now.
Say goodnight.
Hello.
You're gonna,
Goodbye,
you-
good night,
you
small
got-
person.
You're gonna have to cut that out of the replay.
If if Copa gets in touch with us, modern day tech is paying the fine.
Yep.
Modern day tech.
Ting.
So
And
you
he's-
think
He's-
Tech has
he's-
not paid attention to
FC, okay, FCC, that was
That was a test just to see if you're
don't
watching.
know this guy. We never met him. We stream, we do chaos with thousands and thousands and thousands of people. I don't know this guy Eric.
This stream is not meant for anyone under 13.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They showed up on the video. We're done.
And
We're
I
done.
consented. She's my daughter. I consented for her.
Yeah, but YouTube
Good.
don't care. They got the little button. They don't care if they consented or not.
I'll have to mark this as look at her with the flashlight.
What would happen though if you actually do mark a video as made for kids and you're
What are you
swearing all
doing,
the time in
Christina?
it?
What are you doing?
She's lighting up her life.
Why are you
Put
lighting
it
your
put it
fire-
inside your mouth and see if it lights your
Christina,
cheeks up.
What are you doing?
Now we're definitely demonetized.
Perfect. Watch, hold on.
Here
That
we
was
go.
too racist.
The light's going off.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Smallhorn.
That's cool.
That's
Neat.
cool.
Red
Good.
cheek reindeer.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
There's all
There's
kinds of
Oh.
there's all kinds of wrong now.
Jeff, can you fit that one in your mouth?
What happens if you put up against your throat? Does it come up through the throat hole?
Your throat hole. That's called your mouth.
Nah.
Story hole.
Nah, the esophagus.
Nah.
It didn't work.
Nah, I don't see it
well.
there. It's only when
I'm
you put it in your cheek.
disappointed.
That's cool though.
What happens if you put it through the ear? Does it come out the other? No.
Might.
Okay. Seems to
Well, it
be.
makes a noise. You can hear it.
That's
It's
your
like going.
brains. That's your brains.
That's the LED.
That's
This is your
the,
brain on drugs.
These are your brains. These are your brains on an LED flashlight. Yeah.
That's the 5G.
She's getting high on life.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm
Um,
getting high on positive quotes that are constantly posted everywhere.
Awesome. Be positive.
Yeah, you keep saying it. You keep saying it. You keep saying it.
I there's nothing to be positive about.
I personally don't think being
Where's your
positive.
positivity?
I don't think being positive does anything. I am always grumpy.
I'll
But
take
you're
it.
No,
positive, John.
there's no doubt about that, Neil. There was no question.
You are
no 1%.
positive that you are grumpy. Yes.
I'm positively grumpy.
Yes.
Yes. You're positive that you are grumpy.
I'm not
Nobody
grumpy. I just dislike human beings.
There's a,
There's
good
a
portion
lot of
people
us.
that
I agree
suck.
with you on that. I hate most people.
Well, I mean, when we went to the Isle of Skye, it was kind of weird because we went all the way up to Scotland. I spoke to two people. One was German, and one was a Cockney.
And you hated both of them?
No, the German guy, he was in the video. He just popped up, and I'm like, okay, I came away from it, and I edited the video, and Emma was like, I can't believe you said the reason you want a bigger van is just like to take a shit. Like, of all the things you could have said to him, you come out with, yeah, it's nice to walk around and take a shit. I was like, well,
Wouldn't have expected much else.
yeah.
Can I just tell you the most asshole comments I get are from friggin' women?
Hey,
They are. This woman.
Well,
I really
women
want.
suck.
What I want to know is why would you choose to do such a video? What are you actually trying to accomplish? How about? I'm a
Fuck off.
real estate channel.
Thank you for watching.
I'm talking about real estate. You, I don't like the women are so nasty every single time.
Can I?
You know, maybe the
so-
response to that, Christina, should be, what am I trying to accomplish? I'm trying to get you to watch the video. I see that I've succeeded.
and comment.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get you to watch the video and to engage, and I've succeeded on both fronts. Thank you.
I win. You lose.
Can I just take a minute to address something?
No.
I just need to address Paul Peck because he's putting some serious accusation comments in the comment section that I used to like him. He's saying that the trip
I
to
don't remember that ever happening.
the
Like
trip to
special mood music playing.
yeah, the trip to Scotland has changed me in some way. It hasn't changed me. I've just never liked you. I suffer yourself for the greater good of the group because you're a part of the family. You're like the brother that we never wanted. So carry on.
The redheaded stepchild of the room.
Yeah, basically.
That was lovely.
Fix my
That
walls.
was lovely. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for
What I
sharing.
should ask her is, why are you asking such a leading question? What are you trying to accomplish with this particular post?
I just comment back to her. I'm sorry, I'm not lesbian. You don't have to come on to me.
You should just go, what have you done with your life lately?
I would just.
That's
I still
respond.
say, what was it trying to accomplish? I was trying to get you to watch it and to engage. I see that I've done both. Tell me, what were you trying to accomplish with your comment?
I don't. You know, the thing is when they're mean like that, I leave them there and say nothing. I say nothing, and I wait
would
for other people
lead them
to.
on.
I'm starting to wonder if I want to tolerate those kinds of comments on my channel anymore. I mean, normally I'm a, free speech, whatever kind of guy, but I keep going back to like what like D and Nick said, like if you just like D's like, okay, I got no tolerance of that, you're out. And I try to keep my community, welcoming and friendly. And I'm like, I mean, I am saying your friendly neighborhood astronomer. I should probably just, start.
I just knew that when I stepped into any kind of react type thing, that I was going to get hate. I know I'm going to.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, like what people don't understand,
Beanie.
it's the word react and what a react video is. So when they're new to that kind of content,
I was saying, that's
they're
the,
like, why
the-
are you putting your personal opinion on it? Because it's
Mhm.
a reaction. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to give your reaction to something. So
Yeah.
whatever, I knew that was going to happen. I just was surprised at how mean, like some of the things, like one woman was like, someone should pour gasoline on you. And I was
Really?
like, yeah. And I was
See now,
damn.
comments like that, I'd be so tempted to be like,
Yeah.
This
I
is
do.
amazing.
this is the reason brothers and sisters shouldn't have sex. But then
Yeah.
the best thing to do is kind of like just delete it. I mean,
I
there's
just erase them.
there's a
I
chi-
just truly don't understand how these people have that much time in their lives to go and watch a video they apparently hate.
Yeah.
Oh, they watch the whole
I
thing.
turn videos off in 10 seconds that I'm like, yep, I don't feel this guy. Move on.
I don't think I've ever left a shitty comment on any video ever.
Because it's not even worth it. It's not worth it.
No.
To me.
I
No,
think I
I
did it once only because the very first comment was the guy posting and pinning his own comment, and it was a shitty comment. And I was like, I did leave some snappy. I don't even remember. It was like 2 years ago. But I left some shitty comment and left. But I think that's the only time I've ever just left a comment, a shit comment, and left. I just don't have that kind of time in my life.
People hate watch my stuff as well. I mean,
That's crazy.
I posted some of the comments, and I mean, I get a lot of nice ones too. So I mean, on balance, I'd like to think I've got more friendly comments, kind comments than jerk comments.
Well, I'm
but,
gonna go leave some bad ones so that you can.
you can if you want. I mean, they'll just fall into the slush pile with all the others.
I mean, I put a post on Twitter the other day asking people, like Roberto and Daddle and people like that, because there's a van channel I watch. He's just at 50k. I'm on his Patreon, and he's disabled all the comments for review. Like every comment, he's disabled them on all his videos. And I said to him, we were just talking about it, and I said, I know a couple of big YouTube people who do, like, I'll ask the question, does anybody know, or does anyone got any supportive data that says restricting comments does harm, it does good, it does it do anything? And he was like, yeah, cool, I'd ask away. And no one was like, even D was like, generally don't know. I thought Roberto would have known, and I genuinely thought he would, because I thought that would be the type of thing that he would have been like, right, I'm going to study this, I'm going to, like, but no one kind of knew. It was like, Don't really know.
But how many people actively hide their comments? Because you don't really know from actively hiding them and then studying it.
It was just strange. It was just like, because I commented at first, and then it left my comments, and I was like, hang on, where's all the other comments? So I left it 10 minutes, and it went back, because it shows
Only
you.
channels I've ever seen that on is music channels and people hiding comments. That's the only channels I've seen it on. But
Yeah, he's done it. He's put a thing. All comments are held for review, and I was like, oh man, you get a lot of comments here. You know, that's gonna be a lot of time sitting there going yes, no, yes, no, no.
wow.
Wait, so has he entirely disabled comments or just everything? Like, okay.
He's restricted. You can comment, but he won't show until he's approved them.
No, how many?
6 months later, your comment will be approved.
So Paul's saying comments help build a community. Yeah, I agree, Paul. It's
But when
just
they're
Stop making
nasty,
comments.
just what
like,
kind of
it-
a community.
Comments, Paul.
Exactly.
It wears you down though when you like when I posted my 2 weeks ago, I posted a video and it's like, you know, this lady's an idiot, you know, she's stupid, and it's like all like it was like one right after another. It was like it starts to wait on you going, do I really suck at this? Like, I mean, like and I got like 20 good comments, but those other ones, you know, you keep reading them and there's like one right after another, like a good group of them. It's like,
Yeah.
It's not an excuse,
I
man.
think comments
Get used to it.
comments
Yeah,
do
I know.
build.
no, I never had
I
gotten
still
that
think it's-
before though.
It's crowd mentality too. If they see one person make a shitty comment, that's why you probably get them in groups.
Yeah, comments do build a community, but shit feeds a troll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's
So if they see one or two shitty comments, they jump on board and they want to make a funnier comment, and then the next guy wants to make a, you know, and it just gets out of hand. I mean,
I have a bunch of blocked words. I don't like. I don't. You know. Any
Cheese.
Cursing.
Yeah, I don't allow that either. But that kind of does make a good point though. That seems like a good reason to start going through and just weeding out the nasty comments. You know, yeah, hide user from channel. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you could.
I do. I've been hiding after D had that comment, like conversation with me. I started hiding people. I just started hiding them.
Yeah, it's weird. YouTube doesn't. I don't know why they call it hide. It's
because
not
they can still comment, but no one else sees their comment.
So it's
Okay,
like
so-
YouTube's version of shadow banning, basically.
Okay, so you don't.
Do
you don't
we see them?
actually-
I don't think we see them anymore either, do we?
No, they think that they made a comment on
Right.
the video, but it's like it goes
Yeah.
in the never abyss.
Or it buries it down below the comment list, I think.
No,
No,
like
it just doesn't allow them to actually send.
They see their
goes in the
comment
Christian's
on the
black
feed,
hole.
but they're the only people that see it. No,
Right.
your
That's what I thought.
subscribers are- Yeah.
So
They're
you
the
don't
only
get
ones who see
to. So you don't get to ban someone from your channel.
If you ban them, they can
Well, how do you-
still comment on your channel. They think that they have made a comment on your channel. You don't
Right,
see it,
right,
and nobody
right.
else sees it either.
No, I understand that. But what I was asking is, wasn't there a way before to like flat out block or ban someone so they couldn't even comment?
Yeah,
I've
that's
never
the way to
had-
do it.
I've never had that. Like
I thought they
Okay,
could
yeah.
still do it.
they
Right.
can still comment. They think they comment.
Okay,
but
okay. So it's shadow banning as you're saying. Okay,
That's always been the case.
okay, cool.
Which works for me because then they think that they're getting their point across and no one hears them.
Yeah, I
I
had one guy who was just yesterday. He was just not only was he going after me, but he was going after other commenters. And so I finally just replied. I said, "Okay, that's enough. You're gonna leave everyone alone now." And then I hit him. You know? And so hopefully he got that note from me. But I
You had that one guy that used to like leave long threads. Did you get rid of
Oh
him?
God, I thankfully I've not heard from him lately. I hope I
Okay.
never do again. Just like yeah, he's like show off his derivations of orbital parameters. I'm like, I don't care. I mean, I did this stuff back in college, man. I mean, come on.
and we have no clue what that is.
I mean, you know, I just don't
I
sit
don't know
around.
what I just did.
Who's that?
You guys hear me?
Who is that?
It's Johnny. It's Johnny.
Hey!
You're on the phone.
Hello, Johnny!
But
You might
I
want
couldn't do it incorrectly.
your number's showing up.
I've never done this before.
We
Oh,
now
yeah.
know your
My
number.
camera showing up?
No, we
We
can
don't
see
see
your
your-
phone number though.
We don't see your camera, but we now know your phone number. I'm
Well, I guess
writing
I
it.
should probably get off. So well, I guess no one's really watching though, right? There's only like 10 of us.
True.
That's all I'm saying.
No one
One
watches this
day,
shit
like 10
anyway.
years from now,
8
this will
watch,
move
9
viral.
are watching, and 8 are here.
Yeah. So yeah. There's
Just
one
in
extra.
case some crazy stalker, comes, I'm gonna go ahead and hang up and try to figure this out.
Okay. Okay,
Hold on,
Gianni.
now it says John.
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah, I've just changed
There
it.
we go. You're good now. Turn on your
There's
video.
Johnny.
I've just
Turn
cha-
on your love light.
I've just changed it for
Let
him.
it shine wherever you go.
I don't know what's happening.
Hey, wait, get Christian. Christian. Look at me. Wrong name. Christina to give you her flashlight.
Well,
Yeah.
I have a light on.
I've just changed your name, Johnny, so it's not your phone number. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to phone you at like the daft o'clock in the
cool.
morning.
Ooh, that's cool.
Alright.
How you doing?
So,
then?
so can you see anything or? See
No, I don't
nothing?
see it.
We see a phone icon. And you've got your camera turned on.
Johnny, this is pathetic.
Aren't
You're a
you like
tech
a
guy.
tech guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. We said that at the same time.
I tried doing something and that didn't work either.
What is
Okay.
it tech people not
Come
knowing
on,
how to
Johnny.
use tech?
You,
There's a lot of tech.
Everybody's
lot of
telling Eric.
it's
to
always
help
Johnny,
him,
what-
and now we're
Johnny,
trying to
what's
get
your
Johnny
channel
to put
name?
on his phone.
Tube techie.
Just
So maybe he
tube
only knows
techie.
tube. Yeah, he
Yeah.
only knows tubey stuff.
Have you noticed that the
Johnny,
people?
do you need a tube-powered phone? Is the
No.
transistor just a little too much for you, mate? I mean, that's we want to help. We just gotta work it out for you, buddy.
I've noticed the people that can't
I
work
know,
out Zoom tend to be
I know this is
tech channels and
embarrassing.
plasterers.
But I've never done anything live stream ever. This is like
Are you on the
first time
Zoom
I've
app?
ever been.
Johnny, are you on the
I-
Zoom
I-
app?
No, I just called the little thing.
I'm glad you're. I'm
I
glad
called the
you're.
little number.
and
Oh,
so
that's
this is your
why you're
first
showing up
time
as a
ever
member.
streaming.
Well, I'm not
Johnny,
really
this is-
streaming because I can't see anything.
Well,
This is a good
I,
initiation process.
It's a very shallow stream.
I mean, for your first time, Johnny, this is really underwhelming. You're not doing it right. I mean,
You've got a
That's not the
50%
first
right.
time he's heard that, I'm sure.
yeah, but you know what,
No,
Johnny, I gotta tell you, man,
actually, that was.
I am kidding because this is the first time I've also ever spoken with you, and I'm treating you rather rudely. But I really
Oh,
mean
we're
this.
just-
I really mean this
It's all
just
with love.
really in jest.
Taking the
know,
noses.
Johnny. to make good
Plus he
crap.
said, I haven't even seen your face yet, and I'm talking crap.
He's only a fucking
Yeah, I
astronomer.
didn't even see your face, and I'm already talking smack
How
at
do
you.
you know it isn't Johnny that's in your comment section leaving all those comments? Johnny in the
Oh,
side.
wait a minute, Johnny. Have we met before?
That's
He's
just
the one
true.
talking about the black hole.
So, Johnny, are you using the Zoom app?
No, he called in.
No, I just called that number on the
No.
on the.
Yeah, download the
Discord.
Zoom app. It's
Yeah.
really
It's
easy.
really a 1-900
Yeah.
number, but it's really messed up.
I didn't even know there was a number.
Driving.
Oh, he's driving.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
I'm getting food. I'm getting food in Starbucks.
You're getting food at Starbucks? You know they sell coffee there, Johnny.
No. I got food and I'm getting Starbucks.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, what are you
No,
going
it's
to have,
like
a scone?
10 o'clock at night.
So what kind of food?
You gotta go
What
to
kind
sleep
of food?
soon.
Can you get a tall salted caramel cold brew cold foam?
Oh.
What was that?
Yeah. No, the salted caramel.
Large coffee as well, please.
Tall.
I could have a blowjob.
Yeah, no.
Ask her for Trevor. Ask her
No,
if
that's
she's seen
it.
Trevor.
Ask her for a
I hate to
blonde. I
break
think
it
you can
to you
get
guys.
blondes at Starbucks.
I have a wife and 3 children.
In the car?
Are we
Not
on
to be asking-
speakerphone?
Not in the car. No, not in the car.
Oh, thank
You
God.
brought us to the wrong stream.
Are we on speaker?
You gotta ask her for Trevor.
No. I'm here by myself, driving to pick up food for everyone.
That's technically called dogging, you know.
The
I
only
did pull
reason
up
I
at
called in is
Starbucks
because
once. Go ahead.
I wanted to chime in about Christina in the comments. Like, I can't do all those negative people.
What do you do with them?
Like, I hide the really negative ones because I don't want them, like, deteriorating my channel. But I also want to say you can block people, like, outright if you just don't want anyone, like seeing your stuff.
The problem is
I
you have
figure
to
out
wait
how
for
to
them to
block
actually
someone
comment
though. I
first.
only see how to hide, which is it amounts to the same thing. You never hear from them, and they never get through to you or anybody.
Unless they build another
Yeah,
account.
but if you block them, then they'll make another account and then do all kinds of crazy on you.
It just makes you laugh that people have.
Oh, okay. So if you block them, okay, yeah, it prompts retaliation. Okay, yeah.
Exactly. Hiding, they're just
might
dumb and
trigger
they
them.
don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Don't want to trigger
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
On my approach, that's why on all the comments, whether it's good or bad, I give them the thumbs up and I heart the comment, no matter what. And if guys are trying to stir up crap on my channel, you know what? It frustrates them. It's like, I don't care. It's engagement.
Oh yeah.
I must say, Christian Reddy is the best at replying with the most sarcastic arsehole comments to a troll I've ever seen. Some of your replies are brilliant.
Thank you.
I
Thank
think
you
I
very
remember
much.
seeing the one stream.
I had somebody.
Was writing back.
What's that?
I said I remember seeing the one conversation where Christian was talking to the one guy that was just completely off the wall.
Oh. Yeah.
He does attract actual space cadets.
You really do get some. I get people that are flat out mean, and you get people that are from another planet.
Yeah, you really
They
do.
should be in space without a suit. I mean,
They can go with my mean clients, my mean comments. They can go with those people.
I got one guy just last night that said, it isn't pronounced Beetlejuice, you moron, like Moran.
Moran.
Moran. So I replied, and it isn't spelled Moran either. It's like I don't know. I mean, I just get all kinds of. You're right. I get a lot of hate. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, it is.
You really do get some like crackers.
Oh God, yes.
Well, I would like the one where I was told that you're an idiot, but he said you're a the way he did it was wrong, and then he used the wrong your.
Yes.
And I wanted to correct it so bad. I wanted to put it's your Y-O-U. Like I wanted to correct it. And I went, don't engage. Like the girls were like, don't even engage, mom. Don't engage. And I'm like, ugh.
Luckily enough, I don't get any of these comments yet. But I know I will. And I know I'll react.
I always thought I had the most mundane, boring, vanilla topic. There's no way that people would have that much of an opinion about it. Oh.
I'm sorry. I was just saying it is remarkable what people will hate watch.
Mm.
And
That's
I
not a
really do
random
believe
idea.
they hate watch because it's like not only are they making like a nasty comment one and done, I'll see the same people come back to make more nasty comments.
They subscribe.
You've got to
That's
read.
the funniest thing.
You-
They made such a shitty comment and then they subscribe. I'm like, what do you
To hate watch your channel.
It's so crazy to me.
But the crazy thing about it is that they leave you a shitty comment, like a real nasty comment, then subscribe, and then carry on watching your videos, earning you money.
I know.
It's like, cheers.
Hey, who cares? They give you watch time.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly. It's
I had one day. It was just one day. It really got to me. I was like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing on YouTube. I need to get the fuck off of here. It's just not good for my mental health. But then the next day, I mean, I had a good night's sleep. I woke up and I was like, I feel much better. But it was the same day that I could have rang Jeff's neck because at the same time I was mentioning it and Jeff's like,
hang
"Not
on,
me,
this
I'm
is
just pushing
only
through. I'm doing
one
great."
day.
I'm like, fucking fantastic, Jeff. And then he's like, yep, just striving along, making it happen, blah 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 blah. I'm like, I'm having a moment here and you're like being all like, ah. and wring your
Being
neck.
positive.
Yeah, but it wasn't about being positive. It was about, being there for someone that's having a fucking moment, And
No.
like, it was just one of those things. I was like, I'm gonna kill you, Jeff. I really am. I'm gonna fucking murder you.
And to be fair,
Let me tell you a
All
little
right,
secret.
guys.
Okay.
Thank you,
All
Johnny.
right, Eric.
Good night, Johnny. Have a good night.
Have a good night. I'll try to get the Zoom out before the next time.
call back in when you get
We'll
home.
have you.
All right, bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
So, Christina, I'll tell you all the little secret about me. When you see me pushing really, really hard, it's probably because there's other things going on that I'm trying to deflect.
Right,
And
right. But when you
that's
see
my
someone else is
solution.
hurting,
I
you shouldn't
know, but-
talk. You shouldn't throw that back of, well, I'm doing fantastic. Well, that's great. I'm having a
I
moment
don't
here.
think what know for a fact that I don't.
I
do
don't know
that
you
on
didn't mean it,
purpose.
and I know
Yeah,
you
okay.
didn't mean it. So that's why I didn't give you
Bad
a shit
timing.
then.
Bad timing.
And to do that in a chat is not the best place. I always say this all the time because whenever Neil and I have a full-on blown-out fight, it's over text.
Me?
Because it's miscommunication.
Yeah, I hate text. I agree with you
How
completely
often
on
do you
that.
guys
So that's
fight?
why it's better for me to get what I need to say off my chest when we can have a conversation one-to-one and with 5 other people in the room.
A day?
Yes, and 8 other people watching.
Yeah, so
No, I'm fine with that. I'd much rather say it in person, and yeah, text message can get way confused and way because you might try to make a cute comment to soften the moment, and it comes
Right.
off as a shitty smartass comment. And
right, you snarky McSnarky. Yeah, no, I get
Yeah,
it. That's why
We-
I
because we're all smart
backed away from the car
We don't argue as much as we used to.
because I'll tell you, I'm not doing this over text. We'll talk about it later.
No, but we
that's
generally
my last marriage earlier.
we generally don't we generally don't
I just noticed the hat. I'm sorry.
I mean we used to. I mean it's mainly me. I mean you accused. I mean the greatest the greatest argument we've ever had is the fact that I seen my ass over the fact that you told me that I go looking for arguments, and I flat out refused that I didn't, and I fucking
You
did.
were looking for an argument?
I just did. I sort of stepped back and I was like,
Arguing that you don't argue.
yeah. I was
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
nah, I kind of do. But
I do that sometimes too. Sometimes I like to push a subject just for the entertainment of it, which is it's a bad habit.
It's called trolling.
oh, I'm a bad.
Well, no,
Mate, I can
don't
be a
go as
bad
far as
troll.
trolling. I'm not into trolling.
No, you're right. It's not quite trolling. It's just needling. It's people.
Yeah.
Poking the fire, poking the bear a little bit.
Yeah.
I can be a bad.
If the bear comes out, it's like I quit. I'm done. I don't want all that. But
My worst one is Facebook. Is the worst for me, especially when guy yesterday was like, "Oh, it's all luck," and I was like, "You motherfucker, you getting it?" It's
Neil, I'm really impressed though.
I sort of.
Not to harp on this. You were really awesome with that conversation. I really thought you were gonna lose your shit.
I kind of. I mean, I did message Christina and I said, I'm going to last 24 hours in this group now because I was like, he was a bit of a smart ass. He was like, you could tell he was probably a fucking vegan. You know, he was just, you could just tell the type of person he was. And that wasn't a dig at Christian, but you know what I mean? You could just, it was like, he was just that type of guy. And it's like, they get under me skin. You know what I mean? I've been booted off, the own videos one. And I just don't go on them now. And I only went on there to have an argument. I only joined it to join in with an argument. And it was like, I'm not really coming to have an argument. But I'm just coming to put you all fucking straight.
Yeah.
It was just. And it wasn't like in a big smart ass way. It was like, no, hang on, you're wrong. You're wrong, and I'm gonna put you. I'll put you straight here. Because Christina could poke in and go, I don't use tags, and they'd be like, well, you're just saying that. You're just saying that because we've sussed you out. We know what you're talking about. We know what you're all about. So you're just lying.
Yeah,
so
they were like, it was like I was lying to them.
Yeah. So I was like, I just come in and it was, but that guy is just this comment. Sorry to break it to you, but YouTube's just luck. Oh, right, thanks. Well, I spent thousands of fucking pounds on equipment, and I've wasted me whole fucking last 12 months, and people have wasted 10 years of their lives just
but
on luck based.
I think we all agree that his statement, while starting off in some small little tiny fact, because we all know that luck plays a factor in all of our lives.
Bullshit. No, wait a minute. 1 minute. No, wait. 1 friggin' minute.
You don't think luck plays a little bit of
Absolutely
part?
100% no. There is concrete fact. And if you like paid attention to what you were given for free, you would know that there is no luck. It's all 100%.
Whoa, easy, relax. I wasn't even trying to get into everything this guy was saying. He's full of shit. Just take a breath. There
I
is
don't think
some
YouTube
hard
is luck.
No, I think it's a lot of freaking hard work, and it's always getting better, 1% every day, and I believe in all of that stuff. But life as a whole, there's some things that are just lucky. Like we can hit something that no matter what we do, one of us out of this group could hit something, and it could just go completely bananas. Not because, and all of us could hit the same exact thing. It only happens for one of us. There's a little bit in life that's luck. But if we all do, we'll all get there. Just chill. You don't have to get so stressed.
Fight. Fucking fight.
Stressed
Fight.
because I know goddamn well it's not luck.
Fight.
I don't think you.
It's luck if you get hit by a car not walking across the street. It's
That's
luck.
luck.
No, it's not. That's just called not using your fucking eyes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, I'm saying
In the UK, that's called
if
Green
you're
Cross Code.
through the damn driveway and you just get lucky and not get hit.
Well, you can't hear the car screaming around, and you don't have that 1 second to jump out of the way.
Well, but you
All
know
right.
what I'm saying. There's some parts of
So
life
Christina,
luck
Christina,
plays, but-
the lady in the van with the snake, was that hard
She
work
had it-
or was that
She
luck?
had a good marketing team behind her.
She's also had a big following on
She had
Okay.
10
Instagram as well.
Okay, so
on
here's the
Instagram.
deal. Right.
And now
so
she's chilling for
let me
Google
explain.
Pixel.
Let me explain, okay? So she had a small following on her Instagram channel.
Right.
Or so let's just say she has 10,000 followers on Instagram. And we'll say 1,000 of those people went over and watched her video from front to back.
Okay.
1,000 people. The algorithm's like, who is this channel and what are they watching? Oh, they watched it all the way through. Let's put that in front of another 1,000 people that happen to like this kind of content. Those 1,000 people, let's just say 25% of them watched. That's a pretty good ratio. So then they put it in front of 2,000 people after that. And they keep testing it and people keep watching it. So then the machine starts running and moving and going.
But I think there's other people that have done the same thing.
She
For
got hit
instance,
a nerve.
my cousin, he has 90,000 Instagram followers.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's not my cousin. It's my what's the sister nephew. He has 90,000, but it's all on this game. What's one of the popular games? It's the-
Fortnite.
Fortnite. Right. He has 90,000 followers, but when he came to YouTube, he couldn't even get like 100 subscribers.
It's because
And that's
90,000
because
followers
his-
on Fortnite is fuck all.
Yeah,
That's
because-
exactly.
that's
It wasn't a
that's
super fan.
unlucky.
Snake.
yeah. That like he didn't translate
You
that
need
over
some
to
luck on your side.
I think the
You need
word.
a lot of hard work, but you need some luck also.
No, he needs
Okay,
to not
look,
be
look,
playing a
I'm gonna
shitty
let it-
game.
See, I think the word
I'm
luck.
gonna leave it at this. Tiger Woods is probably one of the best golfers of all time. He practiced his whole life to hit holes in one, and he can probably square that thing off to about a 10-foot circle around a hole.
It's just luck.
And he can get it, in that 10-foot circle all day long because he's got that much skill. But whether or not that ball goes in the hole in one, that part is luck.
Yeah, but do you not think that the word luck is just something that we use when we get something we want that we didn't expect to get? There's no actual proof.
Maybe.
I mean, it's like let's just throw the ball out there. God, everyone goes on about him. No fuckers met him.
Yeah.
Luck is just a word we use when things happen that we can't explain. It's like
Right.
Yeah.
When the
it's
stars line up. For
yeah,
us.
it's just
Yeah.
it's it's just luck. Well, no, it's not. If you were actually
No,
to,
I mean,
I mean,
you have to
what
put
you
a lot
make
of
it.
work in to get very lucky.
You know, I think it's an overused word. I think sometimes as well it can be quite a derogative work because people work that. I mean, if you say you got a big job now with a magazine and you're like, right, Jeff, we're going to pay you, $5,000 a week, blah blah blah. Loads of people say, oh my God, aren't you so lucky? I mean, well, hang on, no, I've fucking been photographing for all my fucking life. I've worked up to this. This isn't luck. Yeah, but you were lucky to get the break. Well, no, I fucking wasn't. It's like, I don't know,
Well, I can absolutely understand why you take it as a negative. Absolutely, because most people use it in that way. I'm just saying that sometimes unexpected things happen that you can't control.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes things kind of just click, and it's not because of anything particular you did. Sometimes the ball goes in the hole for Tiger Woods or these pro golfers. They all know it's luck, whether that drops that last couple of inches. You can't target that close. You can't be that good. There's no golfer that can sit there and hit hole-in-ones.
Yeah, especially when you've got to take into like wind and like, is the grass going to bend that much? And
yeah, I mean.
But is that, it would say that's what I mean. We all say, oh, it's luck, but it's if you actually broke it down, it's like, well, it's not luck. It's just that the wind for a 30-second or a 5-second thing changed one direction by 1 mile an hour, and because the moisture in the air last night wasn't as dense as the night before, the grass wasn't as pliable.
Factors you can't even conceive.
Yeah, but we just say that. But I think with YouTube, it's the thing that sort of it doesn't really. It just not annoys me. It just pisses me off. It is like when people come in and go, "Oh, it's because of luck," and it's like, nah, it's not.
No,
it's,
I agree with that.
It's also the fact that when people, when their content isn't going well, and they go, "Oh, this other person, their content's going well," it's just like, no, your content.
Yeah, it is. You're just, I mean, and like Christian, of all the astronomy channels out there, last year he blew up. Was that just luck?
No, because I had told him. I told him even before he was like a little bit even less subscriber count than me. As soon as I watched one of his videos, I was like, why in the hell more people aren't subscribed?
We all said that.
A million times. And when he hit, I was like, thank God, because it's really good stuff. That to me isn't luck. That, like it was just a matter of time. I think you, like, in some cases, especially when you are throwing a bunch of videos out that don't connect to one another, then you're kind of screwing yourself. But then when you start figuring out how these videos connect, then all of a sudden, yes, you get that luck, and then your videos take off and you get more subscribers.
Yeah, I just personally don't like the word luck because I don't think, especially to me it where for like what Jeff says, like the Tiger Woods thing. Yeah, I can that sort of. And nobody can shoot a ball that far and expect it to get in the hole, because if you can, you're a fucking genius. You know what I mean? You are a god. You're a living god. If you know the way that everything is working, the moisture, the pressure, the wind speed, the what type of pliability is in the grass roots. If you can work all that out and get the ball, and you are a genius. But things like that, yeah, I do consider luck. But YouTube, I used to say, yeah, it's all just luck. Whether you get,
you did say,
and
that.
I did say it was all just luck, but. It's like,
I think you said that a couple months back.
Yeah, no, I did, and then I had a conversation with Nick about it, and Nick was like, "No, hang on, look at this and take this into consideration." And I was like, yeah, there will be the anomalies in life. There will be the anomalies, and because there's anomalies in life everywhere. I mean, there's anomalies like you put the lottery on, every single day. The guy next door puts it on once, wins 20 million.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just the way shit. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. That's just the way it is. So
because we all know what luck means, right? Something fortuitous happens that you did not plan for. Nothing expected to happen. And I think that there are those scenarios that luck is just that, right? Like the lottery ticket scenario, that Christina just talked about. Even Tiger Woods hitting his hole-in-one. Maybe there's a little bit of luck. In other words, something that he could not have predicted. Now, when it comes to YouTube, though, I try to think like, well, we are looking at a algorithm effectively, or algorithms and people behaviors. We have algorithms trying to predict people's behaviors, and then there's what you do and how you present it, and is there some other channel that's done a better job than you? If not, then you're out in front. So there's a number of variables, but I think, like, for me, it's the way I kind of look at it. I think that by and large, maybe like a little bit of the success can be attributed to, quote, luck, just something that just happened to happen at the right time, because the other channel didn't get their video out and you got yours first or whatever. But I think that like 99.9% of it is, put in the work, follow these practices, and the audience will come. And I remember someone telling me that a long time ago, and I didn't believe him at the time, and that was 10 years or 12 years or so ago, and then I decided to start putting some time at it, and things got better. So I don't know. I mean, I think that when you're in this environment where it's so programmatically determined, such as it is, I think there's less of the luck factor when it comes to YouTube.
I did see a quote that said that the better you get at something, the harder you work at something, the more luck you get.
Yeah. The more I practice, the luckier I get. That's actually a golf quote from...
I think it's golf. I think it is golf, isn't it?
Yeah, that was from Arnold Palmer, I think. The more I practice, the luckier I get.
I think as well...
It's because you're sharpening back in. I mean, and that's the point of it. But...
Woods is controlling... He's figuring out what he can control.
99% of it.
And he's putting that work in there, and then when those fortuitous things happen and he gets that extra hole-in-one, that's the luck. Whereas
I think I heard last year he has like 37 or 40 something hole-in-ones. I mean,
okay,
so
yeah.
He's extreme. If you want to put that way, he's extremely
exactly
lucky.
right.
Here's another sort of thought process.
Right, and so he's putting all that hard work in, and then when those lucky things, like, so for me to have a lucky day on the golf course, I don't play golf. Right, so it would be just to be able to consistently hit the ball. Like I swing and I don't miss the ball. Like that would for me be a lucky thing. For Tiger Woods, that's a given because he's put that work in. And I think when it comes to YouTube, we get that. We can get to that point as well. Where we're consistently putting out quality content. We're consistently staying in a niche. We're consistently trying to develop trying to improve our content strategies, and then you end up with that upload that just happens to do better than you thought it would. And that's your luck. Anyway.
Michael Daniels has just put a thing in chat there, and I've heard this a few times, that the amount of people that have a lucky rabbit's foot for luck, but it wasn't fucking lucky for the rabbit, was it?
Yeah.
Nope.
You know what I mean? And it's true. It's like, I find with YouTube, the word luck, like, I'm going to do that whole luck.
Air quotes.
Yeah, I think the word luck tends to follow females by males. And it does. It always seems to be around a woman. It's always a woman's always lucky, but a man's dead creative.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh man, he's so good. He's really smashing it, and he's worked hard, and he's done all this. And it's like, oh yeah, well, she's doing all right. She's lucky. She's pretty. She's nice. And it's like, shut up.
Yeah.
But Paul
I
Peck's
had a
lucky.
conversation about that the other day about a woman's channel with another YouTuber, and I mean, the fact of the matter is she had 15-minute videos, and you could look on there with, all the little stats and stuff like that, and her retention was like 1 minute, and she was complaining about only getting retention of 1 minute, and like her videos were horrible. Her thumbnails were really good, but her videos were absolutely, from the moment she came on, it was just like, kill me now. And she was doing exercise, and she's a good-looking woman, and she sucks. And it's like, oh god, this is the worst exercise thing ever. And her retention's 1 minute. I mean, but she also has 180,000 subscribers.
Let me just tell you. Let me explain to you something.
She's
though.
playing off of looks on that. But
I was gonna just tell you, I have that one video the naked ownership video. You guys
Yeah.
watched it. It was the fastest growing video I had on my channel in a day. I mean, I never have gotten 1,000 views
Yeah.
on a video within a couple hours. I mean, that
You
was
hid
just
that, didn't you? You took that off?
no. It's still there. It's shadow banned by. It's a false positive from YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
The retention on that video, the first day was 99%.
Wow.
Wow, they were waiting for the moment. Where's the moment?
And then after that, it was 15%.
Ooh.
It went like this, shadow banned this.
Oh.
see, when Christian went ooh to the 15%, I'm like, that's every one of my videos. Ugh.
Oh, sorry.
Well, look at my one today. That one I put out. That was 99% audience retention. You were on the phone before, and I was like, oh my god, have you seen this?
How did it do
How many
today?
views did you
I haven't
have?
seen it since about 2 or 3 o'clock.
Mate, it's only got 75 views. It's the stupid Magnafishing one.
But
haven't
here's
Oh.
the deal, Neil. Like, you don't understand. You have like 450 subscribers. To get 75 views out of
That's very good.
450 subscribers is freaking amazing.
25%
Yes.
of your crowd.
Yeah,
That is unbelievable
Yeah.
statistics. I wish I had that.
yeah, but
Yeah,
look
that's
look
a
at
really
the
good
the
point.
last one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
lucky
that's what
to
I'm
get
saying.
10%.
Yeah, I mean, I aim.
10% is about what you shoot for. I've never heard that number before. I just asked it.
I mean, I aim for. I mean, I don't use percentages because my maths is worse than me spelling. But I aim for 100 views in a week. If I can get 100 views on a video in a week, then I am. If I can break, I need every video to get over 100 because I want to break that 100 thing. You know what I mean? I don't want to sit
You
under.
know which stat I'm looking at now, and I don't know why I'm kind of attached to this one. I'm watching that 48 hour, how many views in 48 hours, and I'm trying to keep it over 300. You know? I don't know why I'm fixating on that.
On
one
your
little
channel?
weird-
I didn't realize you had a video over 300.
On the channel.
on the channel, watching the 48 hours on the channel.
I'm
whole
being.
entire channel.
Because what's driving me crazy is because they cut me out and they basically said stop doing YouTube for a little bit because we had a bunch of other stuff to do at work at the car dealership. Well, now we're gonna kick the YouTube back off, and it's still sitting at 480 views, 500 views every 48 hours, every day. It hasn't dropped. In fact, it's rising, and we've still gained. In this month we still gained like 17 or 20 subscribers, and we haven't put anything out.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm getting like one a day on that channel for nothing, and we haven't done anything. It's got almost 100,000 views.
Oh, you're at 450, Neil.
Yeah, no.
450.
Dusty.
Oh, you got 450 today, buddy?
Yeah, Dusty Porter was the officially 450th.
Oh,
It just took him a while.
Yeah, it's because he's too busy fucking trying to not be orange.
yeah. Without his screen on his ring light.
Yeah, because me and Eric were in there before, and Eric he pulled it. It was quite funny because every one of Eric's videos that he pulled up was just buffering, wasn't it?
Yeah. But then he played yours and it was like perfect. I'm like, that damn luck.
And, oh, yeah, it's lucky.
It was.
That's your shit buffering.
Dusty, he only joined so he can watch the video where I nearly fall on my ass.
Yes.
That's the only
I
reason.
love that shot.
I have a good relationship with Dusty. He's a nice lad. He is. I love giving him hassle. I love giving him shit. I love it. I'll just because he takes it so well.
Has he ever sworn in his life, do you think?
No.
Dusty? I'm sure he's sworn in his life.
Yes.
But
No.
I'm sure he went to church about it for a
I
while.
say, yeah.
I don't think he's ever. I don't think he's a. I think swearing is an area. Like. It's an area. I mean, you don't hear Beanie swearing a lot. Eric, you don't hear really swearing a lot. Even Christian.
Me? I'm a potty mouth.
Not really. Not.
Right.
You
When
just
you
said
get the
potty.
videos-
You just said potty.
I'm trying to be
Yeah.
nice.
That ruined the whole I'm a potty mouth.
I mean, I was surprised when we went to Vid Summit and there was a few people that were just like, shit, and fucking shit, and blah. And I was like, oh, I could feel quite at home now. I can just be me. You know what I mean? It was
I think the
You've
Mexican
seen the
restaurant
real
like that.
YouTubers.
That was the funniest thing that one of my videos I had quoted the guy George Carlin, and he's like, it's just a goddamn house, and like I got like a bunch of, why would you quote George Carlin? He has the worst mouth, and I'm like, oh,
I
you
remember
have
that.
no. I've had several comments like that. I'm like,
Oh,
you
quit
have
clutching your
At least
pearls.
they knew who he was. At least
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
knew
well,
who he
because he's
was.
older than Methuselah, and that's who's watching them. Is like my age range has changed. My ideal avatar is 45 to 65 years old. That's who I am.
Wow.
Interesting.
Nice.
It's weird.
She's gonna get a
I hadn't even
60-year-old
thought
troll
about
on there
my
that's
ideal
looking for
avatar.
a young woman.
I don't know. I still think there's I don't think my channel's got there's not the data that I've got off the back of it. I don't think there's enough for me to work out, because mine still says mine's 34 to 45, and I'm 90%. No, 100% males watch my channel.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Christina doesn't count.
Christine.
No.
Yeah, no, Christina's not telling us something.
No, there's an amazing. I
She
have.
unsubscribed.
I totally had it removed. I told you that.
There's a few. I have a few women in my comment section that they comment on every video, and it's like, well, there's, even if you just give women the 1%, because it's clearly not 100%.
Yeah.
35 to 64.
Be careful, you have 0.1 between 13 and 17.
Ooh, yeah, they could be
Change
17.
the age. Careful.
I've got
1% is going to make a big difference in my channel.
What's beanies? 25 to 44.
Mm-hmm.
luckily for me, 13 to 17 is 0.8%, so I'm not worried.
0.1%. 0.1.
How far back are you guys going? Just like the present
So
year or lifetime?
It doesn't. It just says go to your analytics.
Oh, hang on,
How
it's
far
changed.
back on the search criteria?
No, I'm not. I click analytics.
Just look at the
I just
the
clicked
page.
analytics and then just clicked audience.
audience.
So it's for the channel currently.
But look at the
You are the 0.7, Christina.
Yeah, on the 0.7.
93% men.
Yeah, I'm 83% guys as well.
I used to be 57% men. Now I'm 53 and 46.
I love that
Ooh,
57.
we're pretty similar.
I love 57% of my audiences in the UK, which is
That's because when Americans watch your videos, we get scared when you're driving.
Now we can't
I-
understand a damn thing you're
Only-
saying.
Only 8% of my viewers are from the UK.
How can I have 1.4% female viewers?
Wait, what?
What's that?
Some are confused. I don't know.
Yeah, no kidding. 1.4% for females.
it must be it's
Undetermined.
So, what about the subscriber bell notifications? What stats do y'all have for that?
I don't even pay attention.
for
I don't
which.
even think that's in
Yeah.
the app, is it? It's only in desktop.
Yeah, it's on a desktop.
Yeah, I guess it's in desktop. That's
like
right.
the bell notifications and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got subscribers who turned on. Okay.
I didn't
so
even know that was there until now. You just said it. And I looked for it.
Well,
So
I know
there's-
that at least 4% of my audience is Brazilian ladies.
So it breaks it down. It breaks it down.
Or
to two
ladies with
levels.
Brazilians.
There's subscribers who turned on all notifications for your channel, and then there's subscribers who turned on all notifications for your channel and enabled YouTube notifications. That's interesting.
17% on and 17 and 12.
Which tab is that?
It's just on, if you're
so
on the desktop.
I'm on analytics. Then you go to audience.
Yeah, we're on the mobile, not desktop. You can't see it on mobile.
I guess it's not a mobile. Okay, so I'm getting 20.4 and 14.1 respectively. So it's interesting. So you got people who turn on notifications, but then they don't enable, or they ring the bell, I guess, but they don't enable notifications from YouTube. So there.
What's everyone's in the YouTube Studio app on the phone? In the overview, and I'd be quite interested just to find out what sort of views people are getting. What's the real-time views in 48 hours? Mine's 340.
Mine's about 6,000.
Really?
Oh, I hate you.
Mine's right at 290.
3,600.
Mine's 40,817.
I hate you.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. That 48,210.
Fuck you.
Dickhead.
I'm so sorry.
I remember.
Black hole.
I remember when you used to look up-
48,270. It just ticked up.
Yeah. Wait a second.
What's-
I remember having a phone call with you one time asking about how to do thumbnails, and when you were normal. Oh man.
You
I
helped me.
remember
Great.
when you used to look up to me, Christian.
What's yours, Beanie?
I still do, Beanie.
Mine
still
is
do.
3,600.
Christina?
That's awesome.
What's that?
Paul Peck, come up on the stream, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
Paul Peck's at 28,000. He, the guy's just a machine. Outdoors with Eric is 21,000. Look at these guys.
what's yours, Mario? And Christina?
We're talking real time views.
Yeah, real-time views in the past
For the
48
last
hours.
48.
300.
You're saying
Yeah,
I'm
you're
I'm,
right
th-
around
I'm
the-
340.
Let me tell you, if we
How
were
many
doing this a
subscribers
month
you
ago,
got?
I would. What?
How many?
24,847.
What's that?
24,850.
That's for you? Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you though, if we were doing this a month ago, I would be like, 5. So. No, but I mean,
And I watched it 5 times.
it's a little bit of that. We were talking about luck earlier. Like, I published that video on Betelgeuse fading out, and it took off. That was my big comeback video, and
Welcome back, Carter.
yeah, so that's when the views really
But
took
that
off.
wasn't luck, was it? Because you said to me the other before when we were sorting your audio that it was a topic that was being spoken about, and then you dropped the video. So that wasn't luck. That was clever.
Oh yeah.
Search.
Yeah, it was just making note of what was. I mean, it was an interesting topic. The thing about YouTube is like I have a nasty habit of posting the videos that I want to make versus like, well, what does the audience want? You know what I mean? And that was just one time where it just happened they both just lined up.
Yeah.
I love
Now,
that.
yeah, which is the best, right? But I got to start thinking more about like, okay, all these videos I make, for all the amount of time it takes to make a video, I better just really start thinking carefully about what video I'm going to make, because everything I do is a freaking project.
Hang on. Paul Peck has just said I'm not allowed on the lives anymore. That is a lie.
Lie.
That's a
Get in here.
big,
Hey, Paul.
big
So you
fat
asked about the.
DIY lie. Get your ass in here now, Peck.
So you asked about the subscriber bell notifications. Mine's at 17.9, which turned on all of notifications, and then 13.4 have enabled to notifications. Subscribers
okay.
On all notifications is 17.9, and then subscribers who turn on all of the notifications for your channel to enable notifications is 13.4.
Okay, so both of your stats are in the range. It gives you a couple ranges,
Yeah, 10% to 30%. So I'm
right,
at
for the top
17.9.
one, and then 5 to 20.
Yeah, and I'm at 13.4.
All right.
There you go.
But-
So you're in the range.
I'm in the range, but at the bottom.
Has anybody checked out the new update on TubeBuddy?
No.
I did. I watched the video on it today, and I took a glance at it for about 5 minutes.
What can you?
And
Is
I
it?
ran one
I
video
haven't.
through.
I haven't watched the video yet. What was it? What have they done? What's the update? Do you know?
It's helping you. It's just another thing that tells you a number that supposedly makes your titles better. So it's like a keyword research. It's just more keyword research. I basically took my title that I had and I put it in there, and then it looked at my tags and stuff, and it said it was like a, I don't know, 67% item or whatever, and then it showed some different tags. So I did it on an old video just to see, and I put some different tags in that video, and then it said 96%, and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know what
Paul's just said it.
actually telling me.
Paul's just said it's killer. If you'd like to come in here and explain Wyatt's
Yeah,
killer.
Because literally I spent like 8 minutes with it, and then I had to go back to work.
Yeah, I mean, Paul must have spent a bit of time because he's just said then it's killer. So if you'd like to come in and like tell his friends, as he
Ooh, I
calls
see what
us.
they're doing. Okay. So it's called SEO Studio. And so you give it a I could share my screen if you guys want and show it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, show us.
Just
Do
hide
it.
your
Alright.
phone.
Do it.
Okay. So do you guys see me? Do you guys see my
Yes.
Google
Yes.
Chrome? Okay. Here, I'll start it over. So let me go over here.
Can you just go to your earnings first?
What's that? My earnings.
Earnings.
They're not as good as Christina's. That I am sure.
No, I just know that you can get your channel taken down for showing them. So if you just want to show us them,
People show them all the time, and they don't.
Yeah.
I know.
I know it's against terms of service, but people do
No,
it all the time.
it's the CPM, whatever it's called. Yeah, you're not supposed to show.
All right. So let me colliding neutron stars. This is a keyword I was playing around
Wow,
with.
that sounds fascinating.
Well, I'm making a video on neutron stars. I should probably figure that out with follow that up. Anyway, so you see what it's doing. It's saying, okay, well, here's your title. It's giving me an overall score, and it's already put in a description. So, are awesome, and
stuff.
include your target keyword naturally in the title. So I guess what they're trying to do is they're just saying, okay, well, here's how you can improve it. It's almost like, I don't know if they're competing with Morning Fame or what.
It
but
looks like
sounds-
Morning Fame.
yeah.
It looks like a very stripped down version
Real
of it.
descriptions, I think, isn't it?
Well, I think what it was is because, and I'm guilty of this as anybody, when I was trying to do the SEO strategy, I would make a sentence and I would like stuff the crap out of my that paragraph is with as many keyword and
Me-
key phrases as possible in order
Me
to
too.
and get it to rank, which is not the way to do things. And YouTube's flat out says make your description sound normal. Don't do
Yeah.
that. We know when you're doing this, so stop it. And then they put out an article about it last year at the end of probably it was about September of last year that said they were like, stop doing that. We if you do it, we'll suppress it.
Christian,
Yeah.
can right? I just want to test something. So, are you going to be talking about what colliding neutrons? What is it?
Colliding neutron stars. You have two neutron stars, which each of which are the dead cores of dead stars,
Right.
and these stars are in a binary system.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So if you what's the video about? I know it's about.
The video would be about detecting gravitational waves from colliding neutron stars.
Right. So could you title the video, let's say, wouldn't be how colliding stars, or how would you title that video? Say you wanted to make it sound sexy rather than astronomy. If you wanted to make
I know what you mean.
Yeah, how would
this is sexy, Neil?
Yeah.
You have no idea how sexy this is.
I know to the white front wearers it's sexy, but to the to the knob like me, right? If you wanted to attract an idiot like me to your video and make it sound like, oh my, like the death
Dumb
of
it down for us.
the death of a
I know
star.
what you're talking about, right?
I'm just
look at this,
curious.
It's already got a 91% score. Now, how awesome that is, I don't know, but hang on a second.
That's my problem. I don't know what the score means. If it says 99%, 97%, so I mean, it's.
I would say 99, 91 would be good.
So how would I change this? I know what you're talking about, like
Yeah, like
I
if
know
you
what you're talking about, like coming up with something.
compelling.
catchy.
Yeah, if you were coming up with something compelling rather than like, Christina, help, you're good at this. Like you're
Stars align in the night. I'm sorry.
Thor's hammer.
Well,
His is tough because you have to pretty much say what he's saying.
I mean, it's not. It's
I
tough.
think we have more freedom on our channels than he has on his channel.
I think
Yeah.
you're fine there. Look at the red. It says include partial matches of your target keyword in the description.
right.
So you need
So-
more partial match. If that's your keyword, you need more of that in your description.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
assuming.
ad-libbing here, but
Yeah. Just type it in
Because
again.
Paul
and see what
Peck
happens.
won't. Yeah, Paul Peck won't come in and explain it.
Why don't you do like awesome gravitational waves from colliding neutron stars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or how rare they are, or how often it occurs.
I see what happened there.
Take out the gravitational waves from, and just put awesome colliding neutron stars.
Awesome colliding neutron stars. Okay.
Amazing. Look at this. Well, that
Awesome
brick.
colliding neutron stars. Well, that still worked. I'm surprised that because before I had just colliding neutron stars, and I had like a 67%. So see, out there it goes. It dies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I
Try-
put the word.
Try
Compelling words.
Kick ass?
Compelling words. Compelling.
I mean, that's the thing. Here's my compelling word. I put awesome in there.
Yeah.
Or how about kick
And-
ass?
It shoots up.
You can't use the
to-
word ass. That's so boring.
That
I
sounds
know.
so scientific.
yeah. I'd rather have me toenails pulled off.
Oh, I know that's like, but it's like not compelling.
And
know, it's not
because what I'm
compelling,
trying,
right?
what I'm
You know,
trying to
it's like-
see if you can do is I'm seeing if you can make a compelling.
Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. It's like how do you phrase it that
See now,
'cause you
if
know
I
what these titles, I mean, this title right away is kind of long as well. I mean, that's a
no, that's all right. You got 100 characters to play with, but gravitational waves detecting from colliding neutron stars to me is just like nah. But awesome colliding neutron
Yeah.
stars, I'm like, oh, what the fuck's that?
Yeah.
You know, it's
I
like
agree.
why is it so awesome? I want to know. So I watched the video.
It's like
come on. Look at the score.
it's like we're
look at
trying
this-
to dress him up in a suit. We're trying to put him in a pretty suit right now. This is awesome. I love it.
Yeah, but if you can get the score with a compelling title as well, you're winning.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. That's the even better.
Like
Yeah.
what's like? Come on, scientific. You're in here. What's the words y'all use like for verbs?
How would we phrase this?
Eat
Like,
for-
how do you, when you and your scientist guys that are sitting around studying this stuff and you get really pumped up, what would you say?
well, yeah, Christian. How would
Explodes.
how would
Holy
a
shit.
how would a 13-year-old describe it? Can you think? And I'm not trying to be a dickhead here.
No, I hear you.
How would a kid describe? You know, if you imagine you were teaching a kid's class, and you, I mean, if you went to a kid's class and went, right, children, today we're going to learn about the gravitational waves detecting from colliding neutron stars, they'd be like,
They're
crayons.
already asleep before you finish the sentence.
Yeah,
Hey, man, when I was 13 years old, I'd be like, yeah, dude, let's do this.
yeah, but we were all
Could you try
masturbating then.
something like colliding neutron stars cause gravitational waves or something? Just like flip
I just
around.
think like amazing or awesome colliding is just two beautiful words together.
How about incredible?
Incredibly amazing.
Awe-inspiring.
Yeah.
Oh, I like awe-inspiring. That's
Do
a
people
good,
even use
that's
epic?
good.
I hate
I
the
use
word
epic
epic.
because of pictures.
I've tried
but only
epic, but
because
it
of
doesn't seem
pictures.
to work very well. I have to play with that.
A
You,
friend of mine used to call
you
my
fucking play with your
photography
tool
epic
too
and
much.
eat
Stop
me.
it.
Oh,
Eat me
you
pictures.
didn't do. What was the score with the awe-inspiring?
Oh, 91%. It didn't change.
Oh. How
But,
about
okay,
extraordinary?
Perfect.
Well, but
Extraordinary.
put that and then put that in the description also. Put your incredible or awesome, and then put incredible and awesome down in the description. Maybe it'll kick it up a notch.
Just copy the whole thing and put it into the description.
This
Yeah.
makes me want to pull out my eyes. This is the shit I never want to do ever again in my life. Never.
I know.
But we need to get it over 91.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that!
There you go. Oh, you just put it in there twice.
That's all I did. I just copy paste.
Hang on. We'll just whoa a minute, right?
Spam.
Right.
Exactly.
I want
spam,
to test. I want to test something now. Delete the whole description.
It's the description
Right.
that's making it go.
Now copy the title into the description twice.
Ooh.
No, just the title itself, not from.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I just want to.
I'm just curious if we can figure a YouTube hack.
No,
A
it's
Tube
not
Buddy-
YouTube hack,
a
it's
Tube Buddy hack.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
two-buddy hack, right?
I'm just
But
curious.
I've gotten beautiful scores from TubeBuddy before, and it did nothing.
Nothing.
No.
That's why I think this number over here, I don't understand.
Oh,
it.
That's it. That's the thing. See, that's the thing. Like,
it's not
Well,
true.
Morning Fame does too. So
right? I mean.
Yeah,
they're,
but the
you
thing
know,
with Morning Fame is you'll do that and it'll say you need to title your video, the incoming footwear traveller. You know what I mean? That's the only problem. It's like I'm doing a video on Vans and you want me to fucking title it, how leprechauns lose their virginity. That's going to get me traction.
My God, I would watch that video.
now I
You'll
must
never
say,
believe how leprechauns lose their virginity.
Where's Beanie gone?
no, Christina, I think this is the right. Look at that title, the one I've highlighted.
Incredible.
No. The one
Oh,
up top.
look at-
This is mine. The Alchemy of Neutron Star Collisions. Now that is a title.
That's a scientific term. See, and that's something I was asking you. There's some words out there that you would mix with this that are very attractive words.
I know what you mean.
See?
Yeah, like the chaos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
chaos theory,
the
that's a
chaos
big
of colliding
space
neutron
word.
stars.
How about the incredible alchemy of gravitational waves and colliding neutrons?
Well, I think we can get 100 here no matter what now.
That's a long one.
Chaos.
I like the word chaos.
The
because
chaos
it's
from
space.
colliding neutron stars.
That's a cool title.
I like that title a lot.
That does.
Yeah.
Or I know what I could actually.
No, the Christian is put the fucking keypad down. That's it.
That's it.
Gold.
That's what Neil did me the other day. Stop.
Yeah. What do you think of this? Just stop it, Jeff. Stop it. Close the program and load the banner.
Yeah, I kept sending him more pictures, and he was like, "No, I don't even want to talk anymore."
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, stop fiddling with the banner, Jeff. It's fine. And it
By
is.
the way, I fiddled with it again yesterday.
Twat.
Fiddler
I'm
on
a
the roof.
fiddler. That's that design part of me. Until I'm like completely, I'm not happy with the balance of it.
Is that why everything you do is high HDR?
Yeah, that's just my style.
Go,
It's
what?
not, and by the way, it's not true HDR.
What's gold from colliding neutron stars mean?
I'm sorry. What was that?
What's that mean? Gold from colliding neutron stars? Can you get?
Well, all right. When you have two colliding neutron stars, these are extremely high energy events, and they produce something called a kilonova. You've heard of a supernova. Well, this is like a next level. This is a kilonova, and a huge amount of heavy elements, really heavy elements, as in silver, nickel, palladium, gold, platinum. The rare earth elements are not only generated in these explosions, but are then blasted out into space. Hey, fuck you, it's awesome. Anyway, and that's why this one here talks about the alchemy of neutron star collisions. You guys know what alchemy is, right? That's that was the ancient, not the ancient, but the old, before, people used to try to turn stuff into gold. That's alchemy. You know, can I turn something into gold? You know, and that's what neutron stars do. They actually literally produce gold, and they blast that gold into space, and that some of that gold ended up here.
Yeah, interesting. But I believe
Okay.
the world's flat, so I think you're full of shit.
Australia doesn't exist. I did
Is
like.
Australia still on fire?
Hey,
Probably.
Anyway,
That sucks.
so I thought I'd just show you how this whole thing works. I didn't mean for it to be a.
I know it's interesting to see.
I appreciate it.
I just.
So
What?
so then you upload your thumbnail and you can sort of see how it's gonna show up.
Ah.
Morning Fame does that.
Sexy.
Morning Fame does that? Oh, that's, oh, so they're really going
Morning
after-
Fame also does the what's it called? Where you input it to Google. It tells you what Google says.
Well, Johnny, we're looking at the new TubeBuddy have come out with a new tool.
Save this as a draft.
TubeBuddy's come out with a new tool if you're like a higher sort of paid like subscribers to TubeBuddy, where you can do in-depth SEO, and that's what we were going through there.
That's nice.
What's happened in the Smallhorn house?
I see hands upon hands.
I-
I see
Them
I-
miming.
but I see little fingernails on the other hand, so it must be a Sydney.
It's Aubrey.
I see interpretive dance.
It's Aubrey, and I'm.
What did I do with my charger?
What has happened?
I do not know.
What's happened? We're intrigued.
Is that Sydney?
Aubrey.
Oh, it's a little Aubrey.
Yeah, Aubrey got a truck today.
A truck?
Truck.
Yes, she got a little truck
Jeez.
today.
A little
Like
truck or a
a-
big truck?
Little truck.
Mini truck.
Yeah, it's a 2002. It's got like 10,000 miles on it.
That's not bad.
2002. It only has 10,000 miles. 10,000 miles since 2002. How in the hell does that happen?
my
Grandma.
dad used to use it just to take shit to the dump.
It's in super good nick as well. It looks like it's just come off rolled off the line.
I mean, the only thing that's happened to it is like, of course, you have to replace the the windshield wipers, and then, you know, he didn't like his floor mats, so we got him like those laser mats, and then because his other ones kind of wore out because they were carpet and shit.
Oh my god, we have laser mats in the UK as well.
And then like the hitch in the back has these little plastic pieces that catch it so it doesn't like slam down. And those rotted off from, you know, the sun and everything. But other than that, I mean, that truck is like a gem. It just sits in the garage unless you have to go to the dump. And my mom always used to, like, whenever shit needed to go to the dump, she just kept loading in the back of the truck.
What year
That's just fantastic.
It's a Nissan Frontier.
Nissan.
Ah,
did you say?
You know what's funny? You guys
2002.
pronounce it Nissan, and we call it a Nissan.
Yeah, we call it a Nissan as well.
Just
Hey guys, I'm just gonna show you something really quick.
60,000 miles when the catalytic converter needs to be replaced.
Hey guys, just really quick, just a quick little follow up here. So now I'm using the keyword explorer, same phrase, right? Same title.
Quick question: what's the pass rate in your class?
The pass rate in my class?
Yeah.
It's pretty high. I mean, you know, it's it's usually like 97% or something like that. You know, it's not very many people fail it. It's not that I make it easy. It's just that I make it hard for them to fail, if you know what I mean. Like, I give them a lot of levers to pull.
It's funny watching a teacher in action.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a great word, gargantuan. God, I love that word.
But you notice my point is, like, I typed in the exact same title.
Look
that
at
we
the
just playing
search
around with.
volume.
Hmm?
The search volume.
Yeah, nobody's looking at it. I mean, it's saying, yeah, no problem. You would absolutely crush it, but no one looks for it.
Okay,
So,
take out gold from. Just take out the
just
word.
click
Just put colliding neutron stars.
Now
Look
put
at the
word
search.
awesome.
Awesome colliding
Well,
neutron.
that's your keyword right there.
Mm-hmm. Just put awesome in the front.
But that's not a keyword.
It doesn't matter.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I just want to see what it says.
Awesome. Yeah,
I just
nobody's
wanna see it.
searching. Nobody's typing the word awesome to search for.
Right, because. No.
Yeah, it's interesting. So it thinks that there's a lot of traffic for the phrase.
Colliding neutron stars has dropped down, hasn't it? Oh no, it's
No,
gone.
no,
Yeah.
it was when I put in gold or whatever. That's when it drops down. So colliding neutron stars alone are, boom, you know, and it's basically saying, oh yeah, people are loving it. The competition, you are going to get killed here, and that's why.
I never had competition in the yellow. Never. It was always in the orange every single time.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What would happen if you put in mining for gold from colliding neutron stars? Stupid.
Gold mining on a colliding neutron star.
Mining for gold.
You got mixed keywords then.
Yeah, I was gonna say people wouldn't search that. Like the way I look at this is like keyword explorer is just that. Like that's not necessarily your title.
Just type in colliding stars.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Colliding stars.
Right, hang on. Try. Can you see colliding stars?
Yeah, not bad.
I'm gonna change to an astronomy channel, I think. Can you imagine
This
it?
is another topic I've been thinking about. There's
Can you drive a van on a
ding a ding a ding a ding a ding. Did stars vanish?
Ooh, what's that about?
So there was a paper that was published that's gotten a little bit of buzz that where they talk about a population of 100 stars that seems to have just vanished.
Has it?
And that's kind of
Probably
cool.
a
It
Sith
captures
stole
it. What's that?
A Sith probably stole them.
Yeah, I was saying it's Star Killer Base, right? And so why why would a group of 100 stars just suddenly vanish? Well, probably some dust or something like that between us and the star group are blocking it, whatever. But it's kind of cool and it's gotten a lot of attention. So this is a topic I'm gonna be making.
Nice. Nice. Did aliens steal them?
No,
Oh.
they did
Did
not.
Galactus eat it?
What?
Did Galactus eat it?
No, no one ate the stars. Okay, just
Did
stop
God
it.
decide that we no longer need those stars? When he
No,
saved?
God had no. There's no God stealing stars. No, stop it.
What about the Easter Bunny? Did the Easter Bunny?
No, it's not
steal
the
them?
Easter Bunny, Beanie. Okay, just shut the hell up. It's just not the Easter Bunny. Okay, it's not God. It's not Easter Bunny.
Was
So,
it dinosaurs?
leave it alone. What?
Was it dinosaurs?
No, it's not dinosaurs. Beanie, I swear to Christ Almighty, I'm gonna nut them. I gotta have like a hallway to run at you.
Wow, I was in the kitchen and getting snacks, and it all kicked off. Where did Jeff go?
Jeff
Oh yeah, he went, didn't he? Oh, yeah. How about that?
Well, anyway.
Probably busy posting his positivity.
Stop.
We love you, Jeff.
We did enough.
So Jeff left, and poor Peck is still too scared to come in.
I'm going to bed now. I'm going to bed now. I got.
But he survived this time out, so
I think it's a good time to wrap it up.
I think so too. I think we're all.
That's up to Neil. He can do what he wants. But.
Yeah.
Unless Paul's coming in.
Paul's not coming in.
Come
He's
on,
too,
Paul, join us.
He's too big for us.
Also good for us.
Yeah, he's just like
Doesn't
that.
want to be seen with us.
So we need to get more regular at this, I think, because I've enjoyed this.
I've enjoyed it too, and we actually talked about YouTube.
Yeah, we
Just,
actually learned something as well.
creating, it was fun to do.
Yeah, the only reason I really came in here is to test out this new Logic Tech I just picked up. So, great.
It works.
What one did you get?
The C922X.
X.
The new
Yeah.
model.
That's what they call it. So,
I actually realised
Different to the
today
normal one.
when I went into the settings for Zoom that if you turn HDR on in the settings in Zoom, your camera just looks. I mean, my camera looks great now, doesn't it? It made the camera just look better. I don't know what it does, but it was just in the settings in Zoom, in the actual interface.
Video settings.
Yeah, there's this thing there, HDR
Enable HD.
or HD.
Touch up my appearance.
And I enabled the HD, and it just like popped.
let's see, enable HD. That's it, or is there any other?
Yeah, no, that was it. I just enabled the HD, and it just made the actual window
I
the
love how you say H.
HD.
H.
HD.
H.
HD.
It's because we speak the Queen's proper English.
Yeah,
HD. H.
HD.
H. Say whipped cream.
I'm gonna end the stream. Whipped cream.
Right.
So I will say goodbye.
Cheerio.
Cheers.
Cheers.